Yo, 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 what's going on? What's up with you, cool? We right here on Goat Talk. Y'all come on in here, man. Come on in. Wipe your feet off. Don't bring that bullshit up in here. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know exactly what we do. Y'all know how we do. It's on another edition of Go On and Talk. Goat Talk. We got one for you. We're gonna bring it on in to you. Y'all see the thumbnail out there. Your defensive coordinator is your Evero. A lot of people say this guy is next in line for a coaching job. This guy is a young, up and coming defensive genius in this league. Uh, all those things are true. All those things are true. I already did a show on Everroad telling y'all, inexperienced. He only had two stints at being a coordinator. And I said, why McVay didn't make him a coordinator? He reached out to my other guy over there in Atlanta and made him the coordinator on the 2001 Super Bowl run that the 2001 or 2022 Super Bowl run that the Atlanta Falcons, not, excuse me, I forget the guy's name, but he was coaching with the Atlanta Falcons. McVay reached out to him to come over to be the defensive coordinator of the Rams. Evero was in the building. So my whole thing was like, why didn't McVay give Evero the job, promote Evero to the defensive coordinator, since Evero is supposed to be this young defensive genius? Then Evero leaves there, goes to Denver, then leaves Denver because of the Vic Fangio and Don Capers and all that stuff, and boom, lands here, like I said, for his second stint as a defensive coordinator. Now, does he have the experience? A lot of people didn't have experience to become head coaches, and they end up, you know, being great head coaches. Uh, we'll see. But I'm gonna let you in on a tidbit of information today on why Everett would at least, people think he's one and done, but Everett will at least do 2 years over here, at least 2 years over here before he gets that head coaching job. And I'm gonna tell you guys why that this is gonna happen. Y'all come on in, man. I see you, man. Patrick, what's going on? Somebody said, and they, you might see me buying that Terrence Marshall jersey, bro. I'm trying to tell you, that's my breakout guy. That's my breakout guy for the season. We'll do something on that a little bit later. We'll get in on that. We'll do something on that a little bit later. Papa, how you doing today, bro? What's going on with you?
Man, I'm good, man. Just chilling, man. Trying not to smack in y'all ear. That's why I'm muted right now. Trying to eat
Okay,
something.
okay, okay. I see
But I'm
you
here
getting
though.
ready to eat. Well, yeah, all right then, brother. Let me go ahead and talk. You just sit back, relax, and listen, man. Like I said, a lot of this stuff on this off season, what we got now, what we got to break. These are learning sessions. This is a learning channel. We're gonna scrap y'all to the learning tree. It's no cap over here. All this stuff is backed up by fact. We're gonna be able to put it on the screen. We're gonna be able to number check everything. All that's fact. Ain't no fiction. That's where we get it from. It's fact. This is a no cap zone. We done told y'all that. Ain't no capping over here. Ain't no clickbait over here. No cap. Clickbait. Y'all see the thumbnails be nice, clean, crisp. That's how we make them. Ain't no cap. Let's get it. In the AFC, I'm gonna tell you about the coaching jobs, the coaches that will be on the hot seat. You take this for what you want. In the AFC East, the the bottom teams are the Patriots and the Jets. Okay, you got the Patriots coach Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is in his 24th season. In his 24th season as the head coach of the New England Patriots. 24 seasons coaching this one team. The longest tenured coach right now in the NFL. Now, Belichick is in his 48th year as a coach in the NFL. 48 years this man been coaching the NFL. 48 years. So when Bill Belichick lead the Patriots, it will be under his own demise. It will be, he will say, I'm done. I'm getting ready to walk up out of here. It will be him only. Now him and Kraft have had little spots like he told him, hey Nick, go and get you a defensive coordinator. But Bill Belichick is the GM and the head coach over there. So when Bill Belichick walk out that door, retire as a New England Patriot or the head coach or go into the Hall of Fame, all that shit as a New England Patriot, it will be under his own power, under his own. He'll do it his way. I did it my way. You understand what I'm saying? No cap zone. All right. Now that's Bill Belichick. That's the Patriot. So Bill ain't going nowhere. And Bill is a defensive minded coach. Bill ain't going nowhere right now. So Robert Saleh, that is the head coach of the New York Jets. Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh came from the 49ers. Now, if this thing don't work, the only thing about it, if this thing does not work out, defensive minded coach once again, if this thing does not work out with Aaron Rodgers, say if he don't, you know how Aaron Rodgers is with all this holding the team hostage and all this whole crap, going to go sit in the dark and all that. If he don't gel with these new guys and become a lot of people don't want to say it, but it is. He's a locker room distraction. If anybody else would have done some of the BS that Aaron Rodgers done, oh, he'd have been on ESPN. He'd have been on Skip and Shannon. He'd have been on all these places. He'd have been called everything. All right. So if it don't work out with this Aaron Rodgers experiment over there in New York, for what they gave up and everything like that, hey, they took a stab at it and knock it out of the park, bruh. You can best believe that. So if it don't work out, Robert Saleh will be up out of there. But defensive minded coach. So more likely they're gonna go offensive minded coach back over there. Because they will be needing a quarterback and somebody has to develop these quarterbacks. It is a quarterback driven league. Y'all keep looking at what I'm doing and keep listening to what I'm saying and keep looking at the pattern, listening to the pattern of what I'm telling you. I done named out two defensive minded coaches right now. Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski is the offensive minded coach with the Browns right now. If the Deshaun Watson experiment does not work out, and we know we done been over all that, everybody already knows the whole stint with Deshaun, and he just come in for them other games. I look, but if Stefanski can't get the locker room together and get everything going on over there to jail, he'll be out of there. He's an offensive minded coach right now. They're going back with another offensive minded coach to see if they can get this Deshaun Watson thing. That's another job Evero will not get. Stefanski's on his fourth year over there. So y'all take that for what it's worth. The Titans over in the AFC. The Titans, that's the AFC South now. The Titans got Mike Vrabel. All right. So Mike Vrabel is a defensive minded coach. He's been there since 2018 with the Titans. Y'all know how the Titans offense look. Derrick Henry driven, this and that. They'll go back with an offensive minded coach, y'all. If he's out of there. Because now you got the new quarterback they just drafted, some other pieces. You see how that Malik Willis shit went wrong, they're not gonna make that same mistake with Will Levis that they got over there. So they'll go offensive minded coach. He's a defensive minded coach. Y'all got to realize these defensive minded coaches go get these coordinators. A lot of times they can't gel. They don't have the same philosophy. All kind of stuff like that. The team just don't fit. You got to have a fit, man, and you got to play complementary ball on the offensive defensive side. You got to have the right mixture of players. It's an orchestra, y'all. It's fine tuned. It's a lot of moving and working parts that fit into this football team to put the product on the field. And it's not only that, it's a business. After all of that, after you get all the right players, all the right coaching, all the right, it's a business. Because you sit there and say sometimes, damn, these motherfuckers got this guy, that, and this and that. They not winning. What the hell going on? Why can't they win? Oh, it's just the coach. Fire the coach. You think this is going to happen. They take a little run. They might jail. Look at us. Perfect example. Carolina Panthers. Look what happened last year. Got that dude from Nebraska out the door. Boom. Steve Wilkes said a couple speeches. Rah, 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 system bar. Start winning a couple games. Couple games at home. We didn't never win nothing on the road. Still didn't win nothing on the road. I mean, you gotta have the right people, right place, right time. Catch fire. Just like some people talk, win your division, go into the playoffs. You can catch fire. You can knock a couple people. You can. But if the shit ain't right, it just ain't right, bruh. And you can't put the square peg into the round hole. You can't force this thing. It's gotta be right from the ground up, bruh. So that's Kevin Stefanski, Mike Grable. All right. The last coach in the hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. Let me get my saw my thing went out. Hold on a second. Let me get my headset back right. Hold on. Let me get back in the game. Y'all can hear me, but I can't hear you. Let me get back in the game. Pop Wiley, can you hear me?
I got you though.
Okay. I got you. Okay, let me finish up right here. I got you. Okay, now I'm back in the game. All right. So now we got the NFC West, which the Chargers and the Raiders. Now the Chargers, Brandon Staley will be up out of there. Defensive minded coach once again. Reason why I say that, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert won 10 games last year. They got to get this guy over the hump because of who this guy is facing in the AFC. Your Patrick Mahomes, your yada yada yada, Aaron Rodgers, all these guys in the AFC. He's got to be better. He's got to have better coaching. He's got to evolve to who he can be. You got to get him an offensive minded coach in there, right coordinators, everything like that. They invested too much in this guy for him just to be winning 10 games, getting knocked out of playoffs in first round, stuff like that. So they will go with a offensive minded coach on their next stint over there. The Raiders, Josh McDaniels, his Jimmy G experiment, offensive minded guy. They'll go back with an offensive minded guy because if this don't work with Jimmy G and all that, they will be in that lottery for some of these new up and coming quarterbacks that's coming out the draft. They have to get them offensive minded coach to deal with some of these young guys. Now we're going on to the NFC. NFC East, which is Washington. Y'all already know what time it is. Ron Rivera, defensive minded coach. Guess what? Y'all see my pattern? You see where I'm going? They will go back with the offensive minded coach, which knocks Evero out of the running. No more running Rooney Rule shit. Won't even get the interview. Offensive minded coach, bruh. Do y'all see my pattern? You see where I'm going with it? They will get an offensive minded coach because they will be in the sweepstakes for a Caleb Williams, a Drake May, and a Junior, President Junior. They will be in the running for those three generational talents. We already talked about these guys that's coming out of here in the quarterback position next year in the draft. We're going to do in-depth research with that. Y'all going to go back to our Station 88, which is the Black Cat Panther NCAA channel, and you're going to watch this all year. We will be talking about these guys all year long, bruh. This is an educational channel once again. Another drop, another plug. We got you. Don't worry about it. We got you around here, man. Don't worry. One thing y'all know when y'all come around here, won't be no cap. You will be football educated when you leave this motherfucker right here. Do you hear me? I got you. All right. NFC North, the Bears. Okay, you know the Bears picked #1 and all that, yada, yada. We got that from them. All right. We got a Justin Fields. For the development of Justin Fields, you have to get what's that? Matt Everflus out the door. Defensive minded coach. He got to go. Y'all seen how their offense was stagnant. All it was Justin running a little bit. They had poor receivers. They got Brian Poole, the general manager and everything, how they draft. You got to go get an offensive mind in the door to get this thing running right. They got the DJ Moore, they're getting the pieces together, but Brian Everflus can't. I don't even know this nigga, really. I only know his background. I didn't do an in-depth research on him. He gonna be gone, man, and they will go with an offensive mind. So that's another job Evero will not get. That's why he will be our defensive coordinator come next year. All right. Now we got Ty Bowles. We all know Tampa Bay Bucks tanking, defensive minded head coach. You know how he got a job. You know everything. Brady retiring, all that shit. Defensive minded head coach. They will be in the draft for one of those young quarterbacks. You got to develop these young quarterbacks because this is a quarterback driven league. If you don't have an elite plus quarterback, you're not going to win Super Bowls around here. Offense, 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 coupled with defense, will win you a Super Bowl playing complimentary ball out here, a balance, an orchestra. Y'all to see. Carolina Panthers building it. We gonna get it. We're not gonna have too much on one side, too much on the other. Defense ain't gonna be holding us together. We can't get enough offense generated. It's got to be equal, y'all. Equal playing field. Another job Israel Evero will not obtain. All right? Last but not least, who we going with? The Rams. Sean McVay. Sean McVay was 30 years old when he got the youngest coach in modern NFL history. He's 37 right now. Boy wonder, the genius, the brain, whatever you want to put it, offensive genius. But what did they do? Hey, they went out there and got them a Super Bowl. They mortgaged the future. They was trying to give us 2 first-round picks. So they tapped out. He can't get no talent in the door. So McVay is gonna have to eat his motherfucking cheese, that shit, lay in that bed that he made hard. If he retires like Sean Payton did, and then come back later on, hey, whatever he got to do, but he walks out on his own accord as well. I don't think they fire him, but you're gonna need another offensive mind to build that thing up. It won't be a defensive coach to get that job. The Cardinals just got a new coach, and they got Jonathan Gannon, which is a defensive minded coach. So that was the only job that was out there for an ex defensive coordinator, and they filled that last year. So, and other than the Texans job, so that's why Evero will be the coordinator. He will not be a one and done. He will be the coordinator next year because all these teams are going to find them a quarterback, and they're going with offensive minded coaches to build them high power offense to go against the Mahomes of the world, the Barrows of the world, the Herberts of the world, Lamar Jacksons, all these guys that can go in there and a quarterback can come out with a win on the other side. They got to develop these quarterbacks, y'all. This is not a run first league. This is a passing league. They made the new rules for quarterbacks. They will not be defensive minded coaches in this league. They're starting to cycle them out. Now, will it go back? Will there be some defensive minded coaches? Yes, they will. But right now, these guys are coming in to develop these quarterbacks. They don't have anybody that have time to sit there and play with these quarterbacks and offensive coordinators, and then the offensive coordinator end up getting a job and leave, and then you bring in another guy, another system. They try to change the throwing motion. Do y'all see where I'm going? Do y'all remember that with Cam Newton? Where he had different coordinator after different coordinator. They're trying to change his throwing motion. They're trying to change the way he looks at the game. They're trying to change his different read. Don't throw off your back. Don't do it. Ah, la, 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 la. Now you got a mess. Oh, he can't hit a small target. He need a big receiver. Different coordinators after different coordinators. You got to pick that quarterback. Let him grow with that head coach because they tethered together. Let him be an offensive-minded head coach. And then go win you a Super Bowl. If it's vice versa and you got this smart quarterback out there that don't need all this all-day coaching experienced guy, then you can go build a defense to go stop these high-powered offensive teams. Vice versa. Yo, Wiley,
What's up, Doc?
what do you think about that, there?
Uh, your your logic makes sense. I can't argue with it. It's just every time y'all talk about Steve and try to bring that bullshit up, because we know those two games
Well,
that you talk about.
clarify. Which Steve? Which Steve?
Wilkes, that Atlanta game,
Okay,
come on,
okay,
man. He
okay.
lost that
Yeah,
game, but come on,
but Wiley,
he lost it. I know. I know.
defensive minded coach. He
Yep.
bring we dealing with just like I said, making my example for me. We dealing with McAdoo.
Yeah,
Now,
that's true.
what kind of we don't know what the hell Matt Fool was. We don't know if he was
That's,
offensive minded, defensive minded. That's why we sitting around there in limbo.
yeah,
We sitting there like dumb man Jack on the motherfucking post. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
We don't know
That's true.
which way to go.
That's
Okay,
true.
then what did Tampa? What did Tampa been playing chess with these fools for a minute now? When
Hmm.
I look at it, I said, damn, David Tampa knew what the hell he. I mean, he did have some type of plan for this team in the direction of this organization.
He
So I'm
went and
sitting
got some
there.
advice.
Why did he tell Matt Fool to go out there and do that offseason about an offensive coordinator? What
Go
did he
get a
tell him to
good
do
one.
after he
Go
fired
get a
Joe?
good one.
Thank you.
And
After he
and he,
fired Joe Brady, I
yep.
think the words were, "Go and get you a rock star OC."
And he got that was not a good pick.
And he went out there and got Ben McAdoo to
Yeah,
come
that
in here
wasn't a rock
and
star.
formulate us an offense. Then
Yeah.
they doubled down and went and got Baker Mayfield to be the quarterback, a guy who McAdoo was never high on in the first place, even when he evaluated him coming out of the draft.
Yeah. That all the way
So,
around was garbage.
so do y'all understand or y'all see where I'm going when the coach and the coordinators are not in sync or
Yeah.
not meshing with each other? Do
I
you
see it
see
all
what
day
kind of
long.
product goes on the field? So
Garbage.
therefore, if you don't have an offensive minded coordinator with these young quarterbacks because you don't contract issues make you say, hey yo, I only got 3 to 4 years with this guy to develop him. Now you got a defensive minded coach that's trying to get his defense right, like Rick Ryan. You see his
Mm-hmm.
stories, Rick Ryan didn't even go in the offensive room. You know what
Mm-mm.
I'm saying? He didn't even
Mm-hmm.
go in the offensive meetings. He was a straight defense because he's a defensive minded coach. He built a hell of a defense over there.
Yeah, that's true. But
but
here's the funny part. He did that.
no balance.
McVay did the opposite. He picked up the what was
He
that
was
guy?
loaded on. Yeah, he
He
was
picked
loaded
up
on
a
offense.
defensive coordinator. And he let
Yeah.
the defensive coordinator handle the whole defense. He didn't go in the ring.
Um, God knows my man. They got him from the Atlanta
Denver.
Falcons.
Denver.
No, well, you
Denver
talking about
Cowboys.
no. He on the Oh man,
What was his name? Wade Phillips.
no, not Wade. After Wade.
Yeah.
This was after Wade. I'm
Oh,
talking about. This was after Wade. This was on the Super Bowl team.
oh, I don't know who that person is.
It was a guy. He came from the Atlanta Falcons, and he was defensive coordinator for the Super Bowl.
I don't know who he is. See,
Uh, we,
that's
we,
bad,
we,
right?
we have to look it up. We have to look it up. But the
Yeah,
thing was, Evero was in the building at the time, so he went
true.
and got that guy to be the coordinator for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's because Evero was inexperienced at that time as
Yeah,
a coordinator, play call.
well, Evero was what was it? He was a film guy that watched film. Then he was a guy that was I forgot the
He was
role he had.
but they kind of made a job for him. They kind of
Yeah,
made it like a defensive uh, uh um
can't remember what it's
specialist
something like
and
this. It's
all
some
that.
weird name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like almost like an advisor type role.
Then they made him a
They knew he
defensive
was.
back coach.
Yeah. They knew he was a defensive mind, but it just baffles me that McVay didn't elevate him to that coordinator position at that time.
Because
So I mean,
you gotta think like this. And everybody keep giving Ever all this praise. You said something earlier about McVay. McVay was the youngest coach at the time, right?
young in modern day, yep, in
Okay.
modern day, yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna give you a little history. Our first coach, Dom Capers, was the youngest coach at that time. Also, did you know that? As a
I didn't
defense
know that.
coordinator. Yeah,
I
he
did not
was.
know that. I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. See, people don't
I didn't know
see. And Dom Capers,
that.
that's why he got all those jobs.
17, youngest head coach. Come on, man.
Yep.
You,
Then he
it's a
get two
learning
expansion
channel, bro.
teams.
I tell
Yeah.
y'all that. I got the Oracle with me.
Yeah, man.
I got the
So
historian.
and
We'll
Capers
learn
was
some
sitting there
football.
with Everall, and he helped that guy through his first year, through everything. So
Do
he,
y'all see why we went back and got Dom? Do y'all see why we went back and got the people who we putting in place?
yeah, we
Coaching matters. My man Carolina Logic. What you say, Carolina Logic? Coaching matters, bruh.
yep.
I'm telling y'all, man. But this guy will not be a one and done over here. He's
No.
getting his he's getting his resume together over here. When
Yep.
these wins come out, now his ass is up out of here. You best believe that. And
Oh,
that'll
he
be
gonna
on
get
one of
2 years.
the events
2
where,
years, yeah.
yeah, he's gonna get 2 years. Maybe work
And
on that three, we might get a compensatory pick or something like that out of there.
no,
But
once we get to 2 years, we get history.
we get a compensatory. I thought it was three, but okay,
Now
I'll go with
you
two.
gotta do
I
two
know,
years. You gotta do two.
okay, 2 years. So we're gonna get that we're gonna get that. Okay. 2 years, we're gonna get the third round compensatory. Y'all see what I'm saying? When them guys get up out of here. So we're gonna be looking good, baby. 2025, we're gonna be
Oh,
looking
we be
good.
looking at. Have a lot of money too. A lot of cap
And
money.
have that. We're gonna have that paper.
Hmm.
So don't y'all
Yep.
worry. Why the GOAT been telling y'all? Y'all see the GOAT up there. Y'all see what time it is. It's GOAT talk, baby. It's GOAT talk.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
telling y'all. It's gonna take 2 to 3 years to build this thing. That's right. We will be watching that confetti fall wherever the hell that Super Bowl gonna come to. They getting the pieces. Hey, I said, damn. I sat back and I scratched my head. Y'all know I did the Tepper deal and Tepper, la. Then you got to sit back sometime and think, why did he do this? The man was hell bent on getting the quarterback that wasn't going to take a whole lot of coaching far as mentally, and we could open the playbook. He went and
Hmm.
got an offensive minded coach. No, we all know This was not the first guy on the list. So let's don't even play like this was the first guy on the list that
I'm
we
glad we
went
got
and
him though.
the first guy on the list. That's why he said he doubled down and said, "Go get me these other ones. Go get me the Rockstar DC. Go get me the Rockstar offensive. Go get me the Rockstar quarterback coach." And
He got
Frank
them all.
Wright was not like the nigga from Nebraska. Frank Wright listened
Yep.
to the rich man with the money
And just wrote the
and did
paycheck.
what he said. Y'all
Yeah,
remember
he
I
just
called Frank a yes man? Do y'all remember that? That's what yes men do. You tell the
yeah.
yes man, go do this. Yes, sir. I write the check. Yes, sir. It's simple,
And
y'all.
here's the funny part, go. He didn't ask how much either. He wrote some big ass checks.
You rich, Wiley. When you rich, you don't ask what the fucking price is at the store. You
The
understand
problem is this.
what I'm saying?
Hey,
You don't
hey,
give a damn.
Matt Rule was out there shopping on doggone the JC Penney.
Yeah.
Frank Wright just said, okay. He went out there, he didn't care what the price. They didn't have
Yeah.
prices. He
Yeah.
just
These
picked the guy.
motherfuckers shopping at eBay and shit and got a damn
Yeah.
billionaire behind him shopping on eBay. What the fuck wrong with you? Man, I thought, boy, that's why he will be. Somebody said something the other night. Now, I don't know. I ain't got the number. Yeah, that's what I say. We had an argument about him being the worst coach.
Uh-huh.
There's one nigga in front of him that won like 10 games. He
Oh,
ain't
now
won but
dude.
11 one. So
Not
he's
they
next.
not now there's a guy that won 2 games.
Yeah. Won 2 games and another nigga won 10, then he ain't won but 11.
I think
So
there was a
we
guy that also
had
won
pretty
4 and 5. He's way
much,
down
okay.
there, that's for sure.
You think he
He,
down there? He down how far?
I think there's like 5 or 6 people below him. He's
He
down
in the
there
top
though.
10. He in the top 10. He in the
Oh
top
yeah.
10.
Oh yeah.
He's in
As a
the top,
loser ever,
top,
yeah, yeah.
top 10. Losers. That's who we had running this ship, y'all. That's who we had captaining this ship.
Boy,
Terrible.
terrible. Hey, think about it like
Terrible.
this. We keep talking about Evero, right? But we got back people. We haven't been like this. We got people already on the roster lined up to be the next defensive coordinator. We ain't got to go looking for nobody else.
Raheem Morris. Hey, man, appreciate that J issue. Raheem Morris, Wiley. Raheem
oh,
Morris. Oh, man. Raheem Morris. Yeah, 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 yeah. And you know what? YMOF. I'm sorry, bro. I wasn't even, I'm sitting here talking. When I started talking about Mad Fool, man, my whole mind go blank, man, because rage just drops over my everything. And just feels, y'all just don't understand, bro. I told y'all, man, and I swear somebody get my bail money. If I ever see this motherfucker, it's on site, cuz. I promise y'all that. Anywhere. Airport, Denny's, mother, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at, the bathroom at a truck stop. If I see this mother, it's on site, bro. He fucked
ooh,
us up. The
yeah, he did.
embassy, it's on
Uh,
site.
so what you
Promise.
think, man? What you think? You think that if Evero leaves, you think Caper's going with him?
I don't know if they Matt Fool and Phil Snow type. Do you think they married like that? Do you think they
Nah,
married like that? Probably, I hate to ask you. I mean, answer your question
nah,
with a question. But do you think
nah.
they married like that?
I don't think so because before uh, Capers was with him, he was with Frank Wright. So, and he has roots here in the Carolinas. I think that he wants to win a Super Bowl where he started it. And if that means Evero goes on, Evero goes on. That's the reason why I was saying our defensive philosophy won't change because we'll have him there with the guys already on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
We'll rotate through those guys. Like we got 4 of them. We got the defensive line coach. He already been a defensive coordinator before. We got the defensive back coach, and we got the linebacker coach all lined up. Now the linebacker coach may go with Evero to be
But
the
now
defensive
Dom,
coordinator.
so so
Yeah, go
so,
ahead.
so what you saying? Dom becomes the defensive coordinator?
No, no. Either the defensive line coach or the secondary coach
or the
because
secondary.
both of those guys came because of capers.
Yeah. Now see,
Yeah.
I'm with you though, Wiley. I'd rather go ahead and elevate within than bringing somebody else out. I already know this. Don't get it twisted. Like I keep preaching, this is a 3-year plan.
Oh yeah.
Next year, you got oh, y'all gonna see something special take form. Then the next year we got a one back. We possibly have another 3 for Evero leaving, maybe even Brown. I don't know. I think Brown goes another year because he's not gonna call plays none this year. But we're not talking really about Brown today. We'll
Mm-hmm.
do Brown later. But
Mm-hmm.
Brown's not gonna make no calls. He thought he left the shadow of McVay, but he came under another shadow. You know what I'm saying? With
Yeah.
Frank here. They preacher patting this nigga on his head. Hold on, babe. Hold on. I got you. I got you. Not just yet. You're not ready just yet. You know what I'm saying?
But
He's a young guy.
you know what though? Here's the deal though. That's what Frank is telling them. Frank got a job by not calling plays himself. Because
Exactly.
Doug Peterson called the plays.
He damn sure did. He damn
Doug
sure did.
Peterson got a job. He didn't call plays. All I'm saying is, all he's banking on this, that Frank has relationships inside of the NFL that they will say, okay, he was with McVay, he was with them, he's prepared. They'll give him opportunity. But I think you're right. They'll give him another year. They let him call
Well,
plays, and then he's out.
well, Wiley, you already know those coaching trees, the nepotism, and
Oh
things
yeah.
like that. You know that's how it works anyway.
Oh yeah.
And Leo, we're not saying the defense gonna be great right now this year or whatever. You
It's
already
gonna be
know it's a
good.
couple. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a couple key pieces that's gonna be missed. This defense is gonna be hellacious, and the offense is not gonna be bad at all. Because y'all think about it now. Just think about it. Get your gears turning. And I got Wiley. I got the Oracle here. Wiley, have we
Mm-hmm.
ever drafted a number one receiver? Like number one, we drafted a receiver, DJ Moore, in the one spot. We drafted a couple other one. But have we ever drafted a number one guy in this
It was
franchise history?
it was only one. That was Muhammad.
Okay, that's
Musa
it. That's what
Muhammad.
that's where I thought you were gonna go. Other than
Eh,
Moose,
eh, eh,
we drafted DJ and we drafted Moose in the first round. Those are two
Yep.
receivers. And the
Yep.
one guy, Moose Muhammad, was the one that's like, yo, that nigga to an extent. But
Yeah, he was
now,
that guy.
what you think? So what you think will be our number one that pick in 2025?
I think it's gonna be a linebacker.
So you think it'll be a linebacker. So you don't see us coming in 2024 with that first second round getting us a linebacker or either getting a linebacker in free agency come next year.
Nah, I
We
think we're
got the
gonna get a
money.
young linebacker, simply because we're either gonna go linebacker or we're going receiver. But I think it's gonna be linebacker. It depends on what the
Got to go
receiving core does.
linebacker. You got
It's go,
y'all can mark this time stamp it. You got to go linebacker next year. You got your leader of the offense last year. You
hmm
got to get the leader of the defense this year. Because, like I said, you got 2 years with Everos, so you got one more. You
Yep.
got to go linebacker next year in round 2.
I would say that's the right position to pick, simply because you have Shaq for one more year. You can let him ride out. He's gone. He can help the guy develop, and then he's
Gone.
in. And then we have Brandon Smith for one more year, regardless how he does. He's a rotational guy. And then we don't have to pay him. And then 2025 we got money.
Brandon Smith, I'm going to tell y'all right now, Brandon Smith lover, Brandon Smith will not pan out.
I don't know that. I don't know that. No, I ain't gonna say he
Rotational
say
piece
he
at
will.
best. Rotational piece at best.
He's gonna get some playing time this year. We're gonna find out. But I'm gonna tell you like this
I
though.
would, go
Hey,
ahead.
Denver, and if you keep talking about our defense ain't gonna be that good this year. Denver defense wasn't good the year before. Last year, their defense was good. See, and everybody keep thinking, oh, Denver always ran a 3-4. That's true. But why the defense wasn't good before Evero and those guys got there? Because it's a talent gap. What Evero and them did is they had those guys playing above their talent level. I'm saying our talent is better, and our defense was okay last year. If our guys stay healthy, that's the hard part with us. Health. I think our defense will be a top 10 defense with
Yeah,
health. With health though, that's the elephant in the room.
that's the elephant in the room. That's the elephant in the room. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's exciting. And y'all see, I'm already starting to bubble because we getting closer and closer. See, I don't get geeked up, you know what I'm saying? By all this bullshit that was going on for and the draft. The draft gets me bubbly. Then after the draft, I'm like, hey, we'll see. Show me a minicap, show me them dubs. Now we getting ready to go to camp. Y'all see
Oh
the
yeah.
attitude changing. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Now we get ready to go into them what they call them joint practices and shit, and I don't see what I'm looking for. Oh, I'm back on your ass. You understand what I'm saying?
I
Coaching
go.
staff, uh,
eh,
uh, uh, quarterback, whatever. I'm back on your ass because I
mhm.
will hold you accountable. I will hold your feet to the fire right. This is a no cap zone. Off the rip.
I go. I'm gonna hold you to that, Kyle. Hey, I want you to
Hey,
all of a sudden everything
right.
start looking decent.
Huh.
You start fanboying on
What,
me now. I want you to be
that's what I'm trying to say.
fanboying
No,
on me.
I ain't fanboy now. There ain't no fanboy over here. Now they will be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? I need this team to be right in the next. Hey, I'm looking to say I'm projecting that next year, come 2024, about mid-season, y'all getting ready to see something that's like, oh shit,
Hmm.
what the hell we got here?
Hmm. It's gonna be nice.
And by the time we make this move in 2025, we got them first rounder, we got a first rounder back, and we probably gonna get rid of somebody to get that second, and we got another loaded clip in the draft,
See,
and we
2020.
get some of these pieces.
See,
Oh
2025.
boy,
It's time to get that receiver. You have a
oh
first
boy,
round pick. You get your receiver. Then you set because
linebacker
now,
next
yep, receiver the following
year,
year.
big play Ray type receiver coming in 2025.
And just stack out your roster, build around everybody else.
Lord have mercy, Jesus, it's on and popping. I'm
The only
telling
question
y'all.
gonna be is our defensive end. So if this year the defensive end plays pretty good, okay. I'm talking about the one outside of Burns. But we can go defensive end in the free agency. That's why I think they're gonna go.
Yeah. I'm telling you, because you got to look at the structure, the way they did the contracts this year, the way the
Hmm.
coaching staff got. Look at all the moves that were made, y'all. It's doing nothing but screaming to you the timeline. You got to
Oh,
go down the timeline.
it's looking good.
You got to go how this thing was structured. Temple said itself, look, we're not getting a quarterback. Then we're gonna get the quarterback this year. He could have waited and
Hmm.
been in the lottery for those other three boys. He could have did some other stuff, but they did the move to make the move in 2025.
This makes logical sense. We lost some draft picks, true, but if you look at all the pieces, all the work they've done, everything they've done have set us up so that way, say 2025, you get that number one receiver, right? You have 1 year with Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen come off the books. You got your receiver core set up, man. I'm just saying it all makes logical sense. So we got to see how the coaching do with the pieces given. And right now, Tepper and Federer, they got a plan, and we can see the plan. I haven't. Did you see any plan like this with Rivera or Fox? I do.
Yeah. And then Leo, you say Leo. Now you think you said our optimism regarding the defensive coordinator, bruh. I'm getting ready to open up the link in just a little bit, and you
What's
tell
wrong
us
with it?
why this
Okay.
guy. And
What's the
I
problem
kind
with
of
him?
know Leo. Don't come wipe your damn feet off, Leo, when you come in here. Don't come with
Ah,
that bullshit. But
here
I
we go.
kind of know. I know what you getting ready to say, and I know. And I just told you. I told you another reason why he won't get one of them jobs that's coming up next year because of the inexperience. But that
Hmm.
does not. stop the defensive mind that this guy had. But he's only had 2 stints at being a coordinator. Now you got other people that's got a head coaching job, man. 1 year as an offensive coordinator, 1 year as the hell. McVay was only 30 years old, and what did McVay do before then? Not nothing.
Nothing. Hey, it is what it
And then
is.
somebody took a chance on him at 30 years old to go in there and be a head coach. Come on,
Yeah.
bruh. Let's stop it. Now there's
So,
another Panther that's in the news. One more
uh-oh.
tidbit, Wiley. You had the guy that we get on this guy real hard, y'all. He goes by the name of Yetur Gross Matos.
YG.
And then that coincides with the greatness of Evero. He says that this guy switched to outside linebacker is a breath of fresh air.
Uh-oh.
So hey yo,
What the
Carolina
hell?
Panthers,
What?
they say that the Carolina Panthers won the sweepstakes when we
What?
got Izzy
YGM?
Evero. We won
Oh.
no, we won the sweepstakes when we got Evero.
Mhm.
And him going into this 3-4,
Oh, yeah.
and then YGM switch to a 3-4 linebacker is going.
Yeah.
The transition is looking good. So some of
Yeah.
these guys that were playing this defensive end position. Now we had already said. You remember when John was on, and we were
Yep.
saying this guy looked better when he would drop down and play a 4-3 tackle because he
Yep.
was hard to deal with. He had the speed, he had the size, and all kinds of stuff like that. So imagine him standing up, dropping back, or either being able to read stuff from a little further distance and reacting and not having to take on a man on the edge there. I mean, I don't know. His skill set could be catered to that, Wiley. I don't
I,
know, bro. What you think?
I don't see it, but hey, sometimes guys just need the opportunity. This will be a surprise to everybody, I believe.
This guy play. I mean, he's on his 4th year. He played 17 games yesterday. Now he's getting ready to switch that into that position. I don't know if he played that role in college, but I mean, athleticism. Is his head in the right place? I guess so because they already told him they're not gonna pick up your 5th year option, bro.
Oh yeah.
You got some work to do. So,
Well, he
like,
was
come out there and just surprise the hell out of him.
yeah, but remember now, everybody keep talking about his 5th round option, 5th year option. He was a 2nd round draft pick. He didn't have 5th year option. What they could have did, they could have extended him, but they
Extended him,
didn't.
yeah,
Yeah,
extended him,
they didn't
extended
extend
him.
him. Yeah,
But
because he
I,
ain't
I
have.
guess that's pretty much what they was telling him. Like, look here, man, it's either this year or done.
Yep,
We done messing with you because he's on. Like
yep.
I said, he's on his 4th year. And they could just say, hey, look, man, we done messing with
Yeah,
you.
we got to see what you
Pretty much
got.
point blank. Yeah, we it's time to move on.
But here's the deal. Now he messed around, got married. Maybe that woman is telling him either
She
you
might
gonna
tell
be in
look,
the
look here.
you in the NFL or we not together.
Yeah, she might tell him, look here, bro. I done got used to living in these nice houses, and, money in my pocket, things like that. So look, you up there bullshitting on that field.
mm,
If you want to continue to be around here,
mm.
I need you to go play some football.
There it is. Now he
That
motivated.
woman,
That maybe
so yeah, there you go. She motivated him. That woman
he get
motivated. They couldn't
he got a
motivate him
reason
on
to
the
be
field,
motivated.
but
Yeah.
hey, yeah, right. He got a reason not to be motivated. Well, he got
Yep.
down there on his knee down there at Myrtle Beach or wherever the hell he was over there on the down water when his ass should have been practicing. But yay, y'all already got on him on that. I ain't getting on him on that. The man we ain't got married. Y'all already got on his ass about that there. Him not being at practice. He going to get married. He took a day off. Man took
He
a day off,
motivated
y'all.
though. He motivated now.
Hey, to go propose to his honey. But
Sometimes people got different motivations. Maybe football ain't his motivation, but now he motivated to provide for her.
another
So
thing around the league, they say Henry Hooker is progressing well. That's a guy who we passed up on, that we
ooh,
could have got if we stayed at 9. Do y'all see how I coincide everything with the way it's supposed to be? If we'd have stayed our ass at 9 and we'd have kept our 61 and we did a whole lot of things. They say Henry Hooker is progressing well. Only thing it was Henry Hooker. Henry Hooker does not tear his ACL. We talking different about Henry Hooker and the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, but
Off
they
the rip.
also, yeah, but
Nobody can doubt
go, come on now. They all said it. They said it about the receivers. They said it about him. None of them was reading no defense.
it. It don't matter. So you say he can't? Are you telling me that
I,
he can't?
all I'm saying is this. There was hold on,
Are you
hold on.
are
There
you
was a
telling
guy.
me he can't?
I don't know, but here's the deal. There was guys
Exactly.
putting up bigger numbers. There was guys putting up bigger numbers than him. You hold on. Remember Andre Ware? Remember
Uh,
Andre Ware played at Houston. Andre Ware went to uh, Detroit, just like where Hooker's at. Andre Ware
okay.
set all kind of records in college. He won the Heisman. Went to Detroit, couldn't read defenses, bro. I'm just telling you, you have to know how to read defenses. People keep thinking you can get away with it, but you can't, bro. You got to learn how to read defense.
Yeah. Now I hear you on that Jay issue. I said if he wasn't, I said if he wasn't Jay, if he wasn't, it'd have been a whole different story. You had two of his receivers that got picked high draft picks, and he would have been a high draft pick. I said if he did not get injured, if he didn't tear the ACL, it'd have been a whole different story about Henry Hooker. Only thing they could say about Henry Hooker was that he was what 25 at the time,
Yeah,
coming out.
he,
I mean, hey,
he don't look no different than another 25-year-old that we had a long
exactly.
time ago. You remember that name? Chris Winkie.
Oh, that's what I was just getting ready to say.
Come
When
on, man.
Winky came out of Florida State, he was like he what? How did he do that thing? While he transferred from somewhere, came
No,
back to school or some shit.
he was an older guy. Winkie had to set. He was like a fifth year senior, I think he was.
He was
But
a
Wink,
fifth year senior, but he went back to he come from Florida State that one year,
I remember.
if I'm not
I can't.
mistaken now.
All I know is he won the Heisman. He won the Heisman. People forget
And they
Winkie
went
won
on
the Heisman
and they went on the national championship run too. They later won a
and won the
national championship.
championship. Won the
Yeah,
championship. But Winkie we drafted, I think, was second round. But Winkie, man, Winkie looked great in college.
he did.
And watch this. Hooker numbers don't look better than Winkie's numbers. See, people keep doing this recency shit. Like none of this thing happened before. Come on, man. We gotta keep everything in perspective. I don't know how Hooker's gonna be, but I wouldn't be jumping on the move. The people we haven't seen is somebody like Bryce.
Now, but would you surprise? But would you be surprised if he hit the ground running?
Well, he can't because he's behind old boy. They ain't, he played good
I'm
last
talking
year.
about I'm just talking about when he get his chance.
Oh no. I wouldn't be surprised because even in Detroit, the offense is not. They don't
Yeah,
have golf reading a lot of defense.
yeah.
So he
Now,
may look good for a while until they get to the playoffs. When they get to the playoffs, they start playing some crazy defenses on it. He be stuck like Chuck.
and my thing is always this right here, Wiley. Now that I
Hmm.
seen Geno Smith, I damn near can believe in about anything. You know what I mean? When you
That's
see a
true.
Geno Smith, 10,
Ah,
11 years in the league, and you done wrote this, like the nigga said, they wrote me off, but I didn't write back. Ah,
oh,
damn, but when you said that, that was the truest shit that somebody can say. You be done wrote it. That nigga played 10 years back, was starter, backup, done. You finished, bum, everything been called everything. Hey, they wrote him off. He didn't write back. That was some real
hmm.
shit right there. That boy said. I'm
But
trying to
but
tell you
people
now.
people don't realize Gino was up there with Rex Ryan. Rex wasn't developing that guy.
And what do we just say about Rex? What do we just say about Rex, defensive
He
mind
didn't
coach?
go in the offense. He
Come
didn't go in the
on,
offensive
man.
room.
Come on, man. We sit here trying to tell y'all over and over and over. We don't cap. We can sit here and we tell y'all the fact, and the shit always come back to the fact. Facts stand by themselves, bro. All that old
Coaching matters.
bullshit that some other people spew out their mouth. You sit there, a person can come in and say da la la, chop down their whole fucking argument. When you sit there and tell the
Coaching
motherfucking
matters.
facts of what's going on, hey, it's on. You
Hmm.
can't do nothing. You can't. We can sit here and debate. And everybody can have their opinion, but hey, look it up. The facts is right there.
I show you culture matters.
Dude, same thing. So when people sit there and say Sam Donald could turn around or whatever, y'all don't hear me talk shit about it. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Say, okay, he over there with Shanahan, and something could click. I don't know. I can't say. I
But
already I see what I seen from him, and I know over here he wasn't shit.
yeah,
So
but here's the deal though. He played linebacker in high school, bro. He started what one I think it was 1 or 2 years in high school. 2 years in high school, right? Because his quarterback got hurt, he had to play.
yep,
Then he
yep.
played 2 years in college. He hadn't played quarterback before that. By the time the Jets drafted, he only had 4 years in his whole life playing quarterback.
Playing quarterback, but he was
Now, by the
rotating
time we
the
got him, he had
guys.
six. He
He
had
had the
six
arm.
years.
Yeah,
Oh, he got a
but he
gun. He got
never
a
played.
gun.
He never played. He never played a whole season. Wiley. He ain't
No,
played a
but he
whole
never
season
played.
yet in
But
the
he never
NFL.
played quarter. Listen to what I'm saying.
I understand.
Most of these guys, even Bryce and all these other guys, they've been playing since they was
Quarter,
7, 8
yeah,
years old. Quarterback.
yeah,
This guy
quarterback.
played 4 years, but because he had such great arm talent, they drafted him. People keep
Yep.
forgetting Sam can throw the ball, hell out of the ball. He can't read no defense.
He just can't
Now
read. His
Shanahan, if
process. His
Shanahan can
process
get,
is fucked up.
yeah, yeah. If Shanahan can fix it so he can read part of the field, make it easier for him. Oh, the dude got a
Cater
gun. Oh, he got a gun.
offensive minded coach. Cater
Hmm.
our offense for a dude with the skill set.
Yep,
Cater the offense around him, so it's easier for him to
yep,
operate it. That's what you do.
yeah. I
You
like
have
Trey
this guy
Lance.
looking
He
to the
actually can play.
yeah, looking
Yeah.
to the sideline. What do I need to do in this situation? What do I need? Stop his process, slow it down for him.
Yep.
Now he can move within the game with his athleticism.
And here's the deal. The only coach that believed in was what? Steve, right?
That's it.
And guess who's over there? Steve. I'm telling you, Shanahan was pretty smart what he did. What he did.
So, so real talk. While you talking right now, Wiley, do you think Shanahan is saying, "Well, I got this dude as an insurance policy," or do you think he's seriously saying, "I might try Sam"?
Well, I think what is going to happen is if Trey don't progress, they're going to try Sam at the beginning. Cause
Uh huh.
Prody, Prody, what is it? Prody,
Brought Purdy, yeah, Purdy.
Purdy won't be there for the first 1 or 2 games. So
Hmm.
if Trey Lance keep having these issues with the throwing mechanics, they're gonna start saying,
Now,
now
does Purdy catch the lightning in the bottle again?
I
Is
don't
he
know.
that guy, or was that a
I don't
fluke?
I don't know, but all I know is this: if he mess around and he don't play Sam to the left, he want to. Sam is highly motivated. And now he actually got a good offensive coach to put him in the right positions, and he knows that they believe in him. Come on, bro. And the way they set the game up for Purdy,
Oh, hell
they made it
no. See,
easy,
I ain't
man.
said nothing to
They made
them.
it easy.
Uh-uh.
See, there you go.
Hell no.
Pop it. There go
No,
pop it. Look at
no,
he woke
Pop
up.
no,
it. Go tell him why not,
no,
Papa.
sir.
Tell him, Papa. Tell him, Papa. Tell him, Papa.
We don't give a damn what Chris Kringle does over there in 49ers. He trash and always will be trash.
Ah,
And that's just
okay.
that.
Okay.
You stop
Hey,
believing it. Look, uh-uh.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I have no faith in believing in Chris Kringle Jr. Nothing. There's
Said the
nothing
bit.
there for me to believe in.
So
I don't
the
care who
business
his coach
fail.
is. I do not believe in Sam I am, green eggs, and ham.
All right,
There
that's
ain't nothing
cool.
for me to believe in.
I'm not here
I'm
to defend
sorry.
him. I would just give you the facts of where the guy how
He,
you got where
he in
he's
a
at.
good position. The coach is in a bad position. That's fucked
Hmm.
up.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, what I just said though, Pop, with
Oh, I've
Gino,
been here the whole time. Hmm.
I always, I'm gonna leave the door open now. I'm gonna leave the door open on everybody because
Uh-huh.
Gino came through the door and we had done locked it on his damn ass.
Close
We
the
was
door,
like,
threw away the key.
yeah, how the fuck did you get in? You know what I'm saying? That was the time. Where the hell you come from?
Comedians were
Shit.
talking
And
shit.
now you fuck around, you got a now you done got a 2 year multi-million dollar contract after 10 years. Like, okay, well, damn, anything can happen. Miracles can happen. So, hey, we leave just like that. That's where I'm at with
it,
that. For
it
real.
is what it is.
It is what it is.
Hey,
Bruh.
you want me to drop that video the Panthers just dropped
Oh,
on Julius
Yeah,
Peppers?
yeah, we can go. Oh no, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
You want to say that
That's
for
footage.
tomorrow?
Yeah, that's footage for tomorrow. We bring them in. We bring them in for tomorrow.
all
We gonna
right.
we
All right.
will be here tomorrow, setting y'all straight on. I'll go ahead and give you a topic. Fuck it. They can't beat me. Often imitated, but never duplicated. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna give you the real deal on why the stadium ain't going a damn place. The team ain't going nowhere. What's going on with that contract? The Hall of Fame Ring of Honor guy. Give you the real deal on it. Y'all already know this. This is a learning session always. Give you the real deal. No cap zone. Nothing is cap. So Pop,
Yes, sir.
so what you think about, like I said, you see all that stuff come full circle? How
Yeah,
Evero
it,
gonna be here?
it makes a lot of sense. It really does because I mean, I think over half of the NFL is, I think it's more offensive coordinators than there is defensive coordinators by far. Uh,
Hmm.
and you saying that those great QBs who are left or about to leave, because
Was
there's
a
one or
rotation.
two still.
A lot of them got
Yeah,
old and got up out of here and all kinds of stuff like that. So,
yeah.
you had to have
They
big
definitely
defensive
need,
coordinators come back these guys. Yeah. So,
right. You needed to have a defense that could stop them if they could.
yeah.
And then
That
nowadays,
guy,
out with the old and in with the new. You know
there
what I'm
you
saying?
go.
And,
There you
You
go.
know, it's a copycat lead. Everybody has said that, and that's exactly what they're doing. They want to. Even Brady said it last year in his last year. This was the worst QBs he's ever seen. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
QB plays he's ever seen. They don't want that, especially him being about to be a spokesman on TV. You know, they got to bring in better talent, uh, uh, better QBs, and more explosive content on the offensive side. You know what I mean? It can't just be all defense, defense, defense. And so if he's saying that, nobody should have a problem with us saying it because it's out there. You know, they want to see more scoring, just like the NBA. They
Scoring,
want to see more
scoring, scoring.
scoring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's going, which also leads to football getting a little more softer.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but at the end of the day, uh, you're right. These defensive coaches, they will always be able to have a job, but as head coaches, it might be a little harder for them to fall into that role.
Because
True.
we have always, and everything that we said is coming full circle. Like Pop just said, softer. They changed the rule for what? Why do you change the rule? To manipulate something that you're trying to do. You change the
Oh.
rule, rushing the passer, so that way
Mm-hmm.
he can Sam Donald, what we just talked about. He can see it a little better. He won't see ghosts because these guys ain't coming to get in his ass. They got to do a couple other things. Even the new rule with the kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
That's to manipulate some of the
Player
numbers.
safety. Player safety.
Exactly. That's what they say it is, player safety. But we all know what time it is, Wiley.
You,
We know
you know
what
what
time
it
it is.
you know what it
They just
is?
give
Better field
what's
position.
that?
That's what it's about.
Yeah,
Better field position.
exactly.
Because if
And
you starting on the
what you get with
25
more?
instead of the one,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. What you get with better field position? A score.
More likely to score, yeah.
More likely to score. Come on, y'all. Come on. Don't let them manipulate us like that. Hold their feet to the fire, bruh. Every time they do this bullshit to your game, this is your game. You sit here watch football and you see the changes. fuck around and be Arena Football League, man. If we fuck around and take this bullshit, hold their feet to the fire, man. Don't let them come that bullshit with us. Don't let them bring it to us. Not like that. Not in your face like that. Just giving you all that old bull. That's cap, man. That ain't nothing but cap. Y'all talking cap. That's cap. Safety. They ain't worried about no safety. They are not worried about safety out here. They could care less.
Give me those W's. Give me those
That's
touchdowns.
that's what they want. They want a touchdown. They want these high scoring games. They want these
Yep.
rock star quarterbacks in the league.
Yep.
If you do have a defensive end or somebody, a defensive player that can get to someone or get interceptions and run it back and you know, just high scoring stat type dudes. And
Yeah, but they want the stats on the offensive side. Defensive guys, pretty much today, you got to, because when Brady said about the quarterback play, right? That means they got to make it easier for the quarterbacks to score. Not because the game is, the quarterbacks can't score. It's just they don't have the skill to manipulate the defense. They're not that mature.
mm-hmm.
Uh, Maybe in 5 years when a lot of them are, be mature, because we have a
And then
mature
what they go
class by
back to?
then. Then
What we just
they
talked
may
what we talked about earlier, that
change it up a
contract and
little
all
bit.
that stuff like
Oh
and
yeah,
boom, right back in there. That go right back to what we was talking about with that. And they don't have time to play with these guys, so we manipulate the rules. We don't
yep,
have time to develop these guys. So we
correct.
manipulate the rules.
Make it easy for
Make it
them. we
easier for them.
we need
We
scoring.
bottle feed them.
Yep.
We bottle feed
Golly.
them. See, back in the day when you had these running backs, the Emmett Smiths and you keep naming them on and on and on and on that could control the game. Once they reach that second level, they gone type hit the sideline type running back and
We don't have
just
that. Yeah, we
blow
don't
the
have that
game
no
up.
more. We don't
You
have
don't
that no
have
more.
that. You don't have that no more. They don't want these guys to get a rhythm and start running and controlling the game, and then you have 12-7, and these low scoring games that they don't deem that somebody don't deem exciting. I love games like that.
Watch this go.
I do.
So they doing this to play a safety, right? Because if I throw the ball, you can't hit me across the middle no more. The
Yep.
likelihood of the collisions are
Ain't
going to
head
be
hunting.
less, right? Yeah,
Yep.
collisions will be less, right? So concussions are going to
Uh-huh.
be less. If the running back is not running and colliding with everybody all the time, concussions going to be less. You see how this all go back to player safety? Really, it's all about giving the opportunity for the quarterback to score the deep ball.
Well, I'm confused right here. Red Sarm says Mr. Consistency and future Hall of Fame QB. Who's you talking about, Red?
I don't know
There go
who
Red
he's
right
talking
there.
about.
We bring him up.
Yo,
Red.
yo,
Let's see.
yo, yo, yo. What's good, my
Mm-mm.
brothers?
Mm-hmm.
What up?
Red
Welcome to GOAT
Swan
Talk.
from Falcon Nation. We have
Yeah.
Red Swan from Falcon Nation.
What's up,
Here
my
we
brother?
go.
You
Red,
already know, Wiley. I decided to jump in here and add a little spice to this thing, man.
they said that they said that comment, Red. What was that comment right there? The last comment you made.
Yeah,
Mr.
man. J
Consistency
issue.
and future Hall of Fame QB.
Yeah, I was responding to
Who is
J
that?
issue. J issue talking about we I don't know can't remember his exact wordings, but he sort of implied that we are starting to enter the QB carousel.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I say, nah, man, not my club, man. We've had three QBs in the last 18 years, thanks to Mr. Consistency, Matt Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Matt
So
Ryan, Matt Ryan. That's a true statement. I mean,
yeah,
that was a
Hmm.
true statement because
yeah,
we looked at his numbers one day and he held it down. He was consistent. 4,000 yard man for y'all. 4,000 plus.
yeah. He came through, man. But you know what though? I don't have no gripes with moving on for him. I definitely started to see the waning off of his arm. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
and he Matt was never afraid to take a lick, man. But he definitely was not at a place where he was pretty much mobile at all. You know what I'm saying? So Cam Jordan owes Matt Ryan a lot of thanks because I saw Cam Jordan when we played the Saints last year, and I laughed, man. Watching the game, I laughed. I say every time he bust through that old line, he knew right where Matt Ryan was gonna be. But he had to look around. He said, "Damn," and I'm definitely not a Marcus Mariota fan. But he said, damn, Mariota ain't standing back here waiting on me like Matt Ryan used to do. So he had to, he that old age started showing on Cam last year, man, Cam Jordan, man. So, you know. Yeah,
So so Red, you go back to what we were talking about.
bro.
I far as quarterbacks
Yeah, yeah,
around the league. Now,
yeah,
and then that goes back to y'all. I can go into conversation with y'all and everything like that. And I
yeah,
and I have said it, and I said it, and I said it, and I keep saying it. To win that big one, to have that confetti dropping from the sky, from the rafters, wherever that confetti start dropping from, right?
yeah,
You gotta have a guy. You got to
yeah,
have him.
yeah,
You got to have him
Oh yeah.
at the quarterback position in
yeah,
this modern day NFL. Me and Wiley just talked about the rule changes and why the rule changes for scoring, for
yeah,
this, for that.
yeah,
So without a Mr. Consistency, Cam Newton, what we had, the runner, the 6'6", 6'5" freak of nature, the old guard that used to be in the NFC that you used to see, that these guys we had defensive coordinators. Those guys made defensive coordinators head coaches because
yeah,
you
Oh
had
yeah.
to stop them.
yeah,
They made careers.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what do you think the direction of this league is going to? And you already know this, that you got to have this guy, that you got to all this stuff, all that stuff.
Yeah. I'm of the like mindset of you and Wiley, man. I think not just that the contracts, you know, uh, require the NFL and the league to protect the QB, man. But I mean, you look at how reactionary they were. Look at what happened last year in the playoff run with San Francisco when they was down to their third quarterback. What did the
Yep.
league turn around? What did the owners require the league to turn around and do this year at their
Put
meetings?
an extra guy up there. Put an
There
extra
you
guy
go,
up there.
go. There you go, go,
But
go. So
Red, I mean, we're getting to the point of you saying you start to put bubble wrap around these motherfuckers.
yeah, we already at that point, go. We
Yep.
already at that point. We already at
Yep.
that point, man. You can't breathe on them jokers, man. And I see the argument for it when for the viewer the interest drops off so much if you watching the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow ain't there.
Oh
Yeah, of
yeah.
course.
It's done.
You
You
watching
done.
the Chiefs and ain't no Pat Mahomes, man. Don't nobody want to see that shit.
But now,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
so we go back. We got a saying around here. We got a saying around here. You know the saying, fanboy. So you telling me the fanboy carry his ass home when Joe Burrow get hurt, when Mahomes get hurt, fanboy carry his ass home now.
That in
now you.
fantasy football, I think
There you
fantasy
go.
football
There it is
is
right there.
hurting the
That's
NFL.
it
You
right
know
there.
what I
That's
mean?
it.
So
That's
Nah,
yeah,
it.
come
Fantasy
on, man.
football.
It
Fantasy
ain't
yeah,
got
football.
you telling me what you telling me right now, Red. What you
yeah.
saying too, Wiley? Hell, you say that too, Pop?
It's fantasy football. It's
Oh,
also gambling.
I
It
don't know,
is
man.
Wiley. Yeah, 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 Wiley.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I mean, it's
yeah.
gambling, but I mean, I don't know if it's to the point where it's affecting what's going on a real field. I can't say nothing like that.
Mm,
I don't know.
huh?
So think about it like this. Whenever Pat Mahomes or those top quarterbacks on the field, the 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 bets are one way. As soon as they leave the field or they hurt, the bets switch.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you can't have a gambling establishment that you are in bed with now. uh,
Hmm.
not have some kind of stability in their gambling.
And
I don't
and
know,
it's
because
multifaceted. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
if
Go ahead.
you
Go
go
ahead, Papa. My
by
bad.
game, if you go game by game, right, and we watched close attention to it last year. When we was going against Detroit, we were supposed to lose that.
Oh yeah.
I know so many people that put up money against us and lost because Vegas said one thing and another thing came out another. So I really can't sit here and say that's a really solid argument. I can agree with you on because it's just you never know. Just like the all the way leading up to that Super Bowl. You know, Philly was leading,
Oh yeah.
but then in like the last couple of hours, it switched over to Kansas City. So really, you really don't know. I don't know if gambling has anything, fantasy football has anything to do with actually happening on the field. To be honest with you, you just luck of the draw.
What's they draw?
So hold on now.
Drafting that
Hold
draw.
on. So
You still
so
winning that Super Bowl, Pop.
all right. Let's hit it, Papa. So if you start at the 35-yard, 25-yard line, right, versus the
Okay.
inside the 10,
Break
what's
it
the
down now,
likelihood
Wally.
of
Break,
what's the
break it
likelihood
all the
of
way down,
what's
Wally.
the
Break it
likelihood
all
of
the way down.
scoring? Is you scoring better than 50% likelihood or less than 50% if you start at 25 versus the inside the 10?
And the league has done those numbers, man.
Oh
So you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
the probability is so much higher. That's how they
Yeah.
come up with the line that this thing
There
is
you
gonna
go.
start from,
There you
man.
go. Talk that
Yep.
shit, man. Talk
Yeah.
that
Yep.
shit.
Yeah.
Talk
So
They
that
what's up,
wanna
shit.
Papa?
see
Talk
more
that
high
shit.
scoring contests, man.
Yeah,
They
of
do.
course
They
they
want to
do.
see
When
more
you
high scoring
talking,
contests.
so what I'm saying is, them fucking with the rules. Obvious. I mean, hell, blind man can see you manipulating the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right,
I think
and then with bad,
one of the biggest betting draws, if you think about it, in Vegas, man, is the over under on the game, on the total points, man.
There you
They
go.
want them points up there, man.
Go ahead, Papa.
no, the problem
Papa.
with that is, you know what I'm saying, man, if we gonna go this far, and I'm just gonna go back here and just throw some rational shit out here. Then,
Uh-oh.
like, I don't know
There
if
we
it's
go.
true or not. I'm just
Yeah.
There
gonna
we
make it
go.
up. Fuck it.
There we
If this
go.
the case, shit, you might well say the referees will get paid by Vegas,
Oh, ah,
and
whoa. Yeah.
they'll fuck a game up, and like they don't got cameras, like we didn't see that play.
Yeah, I know.
And everybody
Uh,
pointing at the damn score at the box, like, hey, no, review it,
I hear what you're saying,
and
Poppy,
they won't
man, but
do it.
I think most of the time the game takes care of itself because of the rules that
No,
they have
no,
put in place.
no.
But no,
nah.
no, no, no,
Mm-mm,
no. I ain't
mm-mm,
totally
mm-mm,
disagreeing with you, Poppy. I'm not totally disagreeing with you
Go ahead.
because
mm-mm.
Go ahead.
we
I've
can
seen
all point
referees
out
fuck up
clear
the
examples.
whole momentum of the game.
Look at what
And
they
you be
did
like,
to the Saints. Look
what?
at what they did to the Saints against the
I just ain't
Rams.
deserve that. Fuck 'em. Anyway,
But no, we talking about blatant. We talking about blatant. I don't care nothing about the Saints either. But I
Hey,
mean,
what?
I'm giving you one example of a blatant call by a ref that changed the outcome of a game.
Red
Right.
Swan. Red Swan, we had that 2 times last year. One time
Well,
against y'all.
we had it too now with Grady Jarrett finna sack Tom Brady.
Yeah,
You
what
know
I'm
what
saying,
I'm
we had it
saying?
against y'all, and we had it
Yeah,
against the first game of the year. We
yeah,
played against it was the first game of the year was the worst I ever seen. They
yeah,
gave them two bad
yeah,
calls to
yeah,
get them inside of field goal range so they could score a what was it, 57-yard kick.
yeah.
Come on, man.
They reviewed it.
No question that it happens, man. I ain't questioning all. I'm not questioning at all, popping that it goes on, man. I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm
saying,
just saying, like the
people will call
referees.
us conspiracy theorists if we say this.
Call it what you want. Make sure
They
you
won't
drop a
believe.
cash out.
Like
You ain't lying.
what's the phrase?
Drop the cash.
What's the phrase? Don't believe me, believe your lying eyes.
Hello. Hello.
That,
Yeah,
bruh,
man.
I've
Wow.
seen the referees fuck up a whole game. Like
Yeah,
you can't come back from this.
yeah,
You,
yeah,
Wally said, two plays.
Yeah, at the
It
end of the
was
game.
intentional grounding,
Yep.
and they said it was roughing the passer. Well,
and
only
go. I'm
one
sorry.
of those happened.
Let's be real out here. All of us sitting on this panel right here, right now, know football pretty well, watch football. It don't take much in the course of a football game.
Yeah.
Man, call here,
Momentum's
muffed up
everything.
play. Yeah, muffed up play here.
Yep.
It's a game of inches
Yep.
Yep. Over.
and time. Time run up on you.
Yep.
Like I said, bad call. You get back 15-yard penalty here.
Yeah. You can't come out there.
It's that you can't come out of it. If you
Yep.
sit there, who has a play in a bag, 3rd and 22?
Nobody.
You
Nobody.
know what?
Hey,
You
goat. You know what
understand
they
what I'm
call it?
saying?
You know what they call that play, goat?
Damn near
A
Hail Mary.
a prayer.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it don't take much, bro. It
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
So when you talk a football game, it's a lot of working parts. That's why
Yeah.
I used to say, they didn't rig that, they didn't rig that, or whatever. But now when we talking about changing the rules, and damn seem like they do it every year. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they
Yeah.
damn near know who get this job, who get that job. Uh I say they manipulated our team, so I ain't gonna talk about it too much. Manipulated the draft this year, to get things going the way they needed to. We seen a lot of stuff happen. Y'all just heard me break it down.
And go just as a side note, you made some excellent points about that, man. About your take. You know what I'm saying? On why you see him being here for more than 1 year, man. You
Oh
see what
yeah.
I'm saying? You made some excellent points, man. I mean,
Yeah,
the way
because
Team
it's
by
set
team.
up, yeah.
dude, and the way it's set up, there's only one job that's really gonna be open this year, maybe two, depending on how the owner feel about the coach that they have in place right now. And that's the Bucks job. We know Todd Bowles is gone.
Oh, he done.
And they're not going back with a defensive mind.
Nope.
So he will be here. We will get that compensatory pick. Just like Wiley said, it'll be who do you say, Wiley? Line coach or the linebackers coach? Or
Oh yeah.
probably get it after that?
Or the defensive line coach. One of the
Yeah,
two.
because it don't make no sense for us to go outside, y'all, when these guys already know what we putting together. Because that will only be the third year in the 3-4 for us.
Mhm.
It's gonna come together. Y'all just watch it. Y'all just watch how this thing come together. Rule changes, all types of things. It's working in our favor.
Mhm.
I'm telling y'all right now, I'm gonna make it my mission to sit here and dock every referee that make a stupid ass call through the season.
I hope you
So
got a
I know
big
when he
ass
comes to,
pad.
they use the same ones. They use the same ones. It ain't too many. Now it might be a difference between West Coast and Southwest and the East, but it ain't too many. I don't seen the same referees coach our games twice a year. I mean,
Yeah.
referees. So, I'm gonna start docking these men name when I see them on the field. Like, bruh, we lost. I'm gonna tell you why.
Ah,
You gonna call this fucked up play right around third
Here.
quarter when we
uh-huh.
about to score. Say, everybody's an NFL fan. Y'all need to start figuring out what these referee names, where they be refereeing at, because these guys will fuck your season up. They've done it over and over again, and they get no consequences. They don't get no fines. You can't say nothing to them, nothing.
What
And
they do,
then they go
Pop?
on NFL Network the next day, like, man, damn, that was a bad call.
Yeah,
Well, why is that
Exactly.
allowed?
Yeah, I
Why
tell
is
you
that
what.
allowed?
yeah,
Damn, I'm
see,
acting
that's
like this.
that
Get off my chest Wednesday.
yeah.
Golly.
I mean,
Mm.
it ain't no going back after that. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
But do you think we get them calls now this year? Do you think we
We'll
get those calls?
we're gonna get some of them.
Uh, man, maybe, yeah. In certain situations, yeah, but them ones like that DJ Moore shit, that don't make sense. The Brian Burns ones, that didn't make no
They
sense.
make
I
Oh man,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
understand. You know what I'm saying? Because, bruh, that was one of the best games that the Panthers and the Falcons had in a long time.
It was all
like a
over TV.
shootout. It was all over.
Yeah,
It was all over the place.
yeah.
And for you to take the air out the stadium for
Made it
some
about them.
bullshit,
Made it about them.
when you had
Yeah.
this dumbass coach finally looking like he could put together a win, his first game against the Browns, and
Hmm.
call those stupid, those two bad calls, and everybody sitting here pointing like, look, look, look. Well, hold on. I thought we can call up to New York. Ain't New York supposed to be able to challenge all plays? We don't get them
Oh, they
shits.
did. Oh, they did.
Scoring
They
plays,
don't. They don't.
scoring
Yeah.
They
plays.
don't review
Now at the end of the game too.
only scoring
But
play. Well, we need them from every fucking dumbass play.
here's the
We need
deal
to
though.
we need to be able to review.
Cause
Fuck
the guy
that.
It
that
was
That
it was a reviewable play, Wiley. It was.
I think so because remember that guy they always call in for Fox, the guy the what guy used to be the head referee. They had him on or ESPN, one of the two. But the point is they had him on, and the dude knew it was a bad call. He was sitting there
they
trying to
reviewed it,
make
but
it sound
not the
good.
referees.
Yeah, they
They
reviewed it.
reviewed it
Oh
from
yeah,
from
they
a from
reviewed
a
it.
a spectator point of view. They didn't review it as far as legally on the field.
Overturn it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
No,
You're right.
yeah, yeah. They
right.
didn't review it. Overturn it. I thought it was like a scoring play or something like that would move the chains or something like that. Could be the ones overturn, other than something like a challengeable play. Cause there's
We're
some plays that ain't even like challengeable.
Yeah, but inside of the what inside the minute, it's all on the referees on the field. Besides
Uh
the
huh.
scoring play, you're right. And the referees on the field, they were confused. I remember we didn't just it just happened to move on to the next play. There was a minute in between,
Hmm.
so they even made a bad call after they even when they looked at it. When what was his name the set Tucker did that fake like he was gonna spike the ball and made a move, that was illegal too. So they should have been penalized and pushed back 15 yards. So it's like, yeah,
Well, see, and then Wallace, I expect that sometime like first game of the season. I expect to see sloppy call game, maybe even a little sloppy
but it was
play.
three in a row. It was three bad
Yeah,
calls in a row
yeah,
at the
yeah,
end of the
yeah,
game.
yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't like in the first half. It wasn't at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
in the last seconds of the game.
yeah, yeah. Now, and see, like I said, that's just like that ain't no excuse. I ain't giving no excuse or nothing like that. But by shit, third game, something like that of the season, everybody should be sharper and crisp.
Yeah,
But these rule changes, and it's a business first. They always tell y'all that it's a business first. They want to see these high-powered offenses. They want to see these high-scoring games, or these new Madden fans, I call them.
hmm,
Thinking it's a video game or some shit like that with
that's
real
that
players
fantasy.
out there, real
That's
people.
that fantasy.
That fantasy, that fantasy y'all was talking. Y'all see how it go full circle again. Conversation go full circle. This ain't a fantasy team you put together. You're
I'm
thinking,
telling.
oh, it's gonna take. We're gonna be ready this year to compete. La 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 la. Okay, yeah, we're gonna win some games. I'm still optimistic on that. That we can win a bunch of games or whatever because of the schedule
Yeah,
or the
Smitty,
opponents
Smitty,
that we play.
Smitty said we'll be a top 20 defense. I mean, offense. I think we'll be a top 15 offense. Top 15, I think.
But cause the schedule we playing.
Yeah, yeah.
But is it gonna show off on us when we go outside of the division and play a tougher opponent?
I think
Hell
we'll be
yeah,
fine.
it is.
I think we'll be fine
No,
this year,
Wiley,
though.
that's just like you going out there, man, and you playing against inferior talent like you playing a game of pickup basketball. You do that, do that, do that. Then you think,
Yeah.
damn, I'm good. Now you carry your ass to the gym across town and think you gonna do that same bullshit you do with them other boys that you play with every day. You ain't gonna do it.
I don't know, Goat. I was always tearing their ass up, so I can't.
No, now when you went across, now you go across town, them boys dunking, them boys changing hands in the air, shit like that. See,
That didn't
boy,
matter.
you play with across town,
That
shit. Y'all taking the ball out of half court and shit, Wiley. Don't play
hey,
me, man.
nah, me and my cousin used to go out there. I think the tallest one was 6'1" or 6'2", and rest of us around five
Cross,
nine,
cross,
5'10".
cross town, they 6'7", 6'6".
Didn't matter.
That's what I'm
Three,
talking about.
hey, 3 point
Ah,
line.
no,
Hey, three
hell
point
no,
line.
hell no.
Hey, make it take it. You done. Make it take it. You
Hey,
done.
hey, hey, Poppy, you
Make
hear
it
that
take it.
cap? It's
Make
a
it
no
take it.
cap zone,
You
Wiley.
done.
It's a no cap
Make it
zone,
take it.
bro.
Make
It's
it
a
take
no
it. I'm
cap
telling you.
zone, dog.
And they've
No,
been
man.
playing those big
Hey,
boys mad.
Wiley. Perfect example. What happened to us, Wiley, that first year Sam Donald was here? What happened?
Oh, we went out there
What happened
looking
the first?
looking good.
What happened the first 3 games?
3-0.
Oh yeah, we doing good. Everybody. What happened when we went across town?
We had that Dallas game. Come on, man.
No shit, no, bruh. No. Come
Come
on,
on.
man. Don't do that to me, Wiley. You better than that. You better than that, Wiley. You better than
All
that.
right. I know. I'm just messing around. I'm just
But
messing around.
when we
It it,
played
it
down there,
it it always
we got
starts an
out there.
argument. That's why I was doing it.
We got out down here and took off our shoulders, man. All smooth the fuck off our shoulders. Decapitation. You go up there and play these old sorry ass, and I told people,
Sam
y'all.
played good that game
I
though.
said, I said, clean that thing back. Bring that thing back here. Clean it back here. Man, it don't matter.
Look at that. Your papa playing that bullshit in the background when I said trade.
You got Carolina Logic
Hey,
in the building. What up?
there
What
you
up?
What
go.
up?
Logic,
What's
what's going on? I see you come through the back door there, buddy.
yes, sir? How y'all doing, man?
I can't
Doing all
call
right, man. Boy got a crazy profile pic. Who the hell is that?
look like a boondock or something.
Hey, man, I coached for over 10 years, and I've
uh,
seen some good coach. I mean, some good refs and some bad refs. I've seen some refs that was up front and said this is how they was gonna run the game. They didn't want no questions. They didn't want no back talk. They didn't want no hassle. I had some that, they messed the whole game up. You could feel the way the game was flowing, and then they completely changed how the outcome of it was. So
you
you
right,
just
Logic.
You just never know, man. I had look, I coached youth football all the way up to middle school, get ready to go to high school. And I've had some kids, get in the game, playing well, everything going great. But then the referee tell you in the beginning of the game, if anything is if I'm gonna throw a flag and it's on the opposite side of the play, if it's the non-play side, we're gonna let it rock. Because you're dealing with younger kids. If they make a mistake, I ain't gonna make such a big deal about it. That's
Uh-huh.
the ones that tell you up front. But then you got the ones who ain't gonna give you that. Your kid might run for a 60-yard touchdown on the
Bring it
left
back.
side of the field and bring that joint back. Ain't got nothing to do with the play.
Bring it
So
back.
bring it back, yes sir.
Outside tackle was holding.
Come on,
Bring it.
man.
Ain't doing nothing but playing in dirt, baby. Ain't doing nothing but
Damn
playing in
right.
dirt.
Bring
You
it
can
back.
bring it back.
Oh,
Boy, hey, that's a killer right there. Now that's a
Devast-
killer
Mm-hmm.
penalty.
devastating.
But
Devastating.
we got the menace, the phantom menace himself, Leo Poor.
here we go.
Mr. Leo Poor.
Here we go.
What's up, brother? It's an
My
honor and a
Leo.
privilege. What's up,
What's
gentlemen?
going what's
I
going on
What's
there,
good,
Leo?
man?
appreciate the name, the accolade. Nothing, just chilling, man. Just like listening to you, gentlemen. I just have a question. With the in regards to the topic, the gentleman, the Evero gentleman. Just a question. What would lead anyone on the panel or in the chat to believe that this gentleman will not be with the Panthers next year or the year after that? What would lead
Well,
someone to believe that?
I'm gonna throw it out there, Leo. Now they've been saying that this guy is a great defensive mind. You seen the blueprint where this how this guy was coaching these players over here. How this guy switches out his defense, how he goes about this 3-4, his approach. to this defense, keeping fresh guys in, adjusting, all types of stuff like that. We haven't seen this in a long time. Hell, and then Wiley can even tell you pretty much the history of it, the stats of it, of how this guy is going to approach this 3-4 or his defensive style. That's why they say he's an up and comer, like some of these up and coming, like McVay was,
Yeah,
as
I
far as
believe
on
it
the offensive
because
side.
yeah, I believe it because there's other professionals in the NFL have already been talking about it. So they're not going to get him the stamp of approval if they didn't think so. So either way, he building a good rapport with other like-minded people himself. That's not even in on this coaching staff, just all around the NFL. Um, and that's always good to have. You know what I mean? So I think for 2 years he'll sit here and build what he wants it to look like here, and then he'll go off on his own and start from scratch. I don't think he's been in the NFL long enough to actually build his whole staff here. I mean, staff yet. So that's why I think he'll be here 2 years.
Yeah, and
I
even Leo, they were saying the dude Ken Patria, an ESPN writer, he was saying that this guy, that basically we won the sweepstakes. That's what they were calling, saying we won the sweepstakes of getting this guy because, like I said, he's like the opposite of when McVay was out there as a young defensive mind, a, a strong present coach. No, he don't have the experience. I know where you get ready to go. He don't have the experience of being a coordinator. This thing. He been in the league for years now, on both sides of the ball, offense and defense side of the ball. He ain't no like guy. He just come in yesterday, come from nowhere, and was coaching the he was the dressing coordinator or something like that.
Yeah,
And
this ain't
then
Joe
next thing
Brady.
you know, nah,
Nah,
this
this
ain't
ain't
Joe
that.
Brady now. Yeah, this ain't Joe Brady. He's
Yeah.
got
So
accolades, Leo.
check this out. So I believe it because of this. He's had good mentorship between
Mhm.
Fangio he worked with, and he also worked on the Capers. So he has people out there speaking positive about it. And last year he blitzed. I think he was like third in blitz last year. Denver defense, I think, went up by like, I think they were ranked the year before around 12 or something. 13, 12 or 13, and now last year they were ranked like number 6, 5 or 6 when they ended the year, and they had no major improvements for his players. So, and they had a whole bunch of rookies out there. So I'm just saying that shows that he could take, uh, you know, make players play above their uh, ability at least for a year. Now, we can't show that he maintained it because he only did it 1 year. Now, this year, when he comes with us, we have better talent than what Denver had when he started with Denver.
And he still has
So,
a
and
challenge for him though.
huh?
And he still has a challenge for him though.
Oh, yeah, it's a challenge. It is a
Yeah, it's
challenge.
definitely gonna be a challenge.
The good thing is though he has better coaching here too. Though it was just him, Capers, and the linebacker coach last year, and the linebacker coach was his first year. So now what he has is the defensive line coach already been a defensive coordinator before, and he worked with Capers. I'm saying
Yeah,
he
and
has
I was
better, yeah, he has better coaches with him this year under him,
uh-huh.
and he has Capers with him also. So
And I
Yeah.
was
and he
just
has
saying the
better
reason why
talent.
he won't
Mm.
is because the job openings that's coming up
Nah,
will
he ain't
be
gonna be.
going to an offensive minded coach. Only
It
because
makes
he's a
sense, yeah,
defensive minded coach, the job openings that's coming up will be going to an offensive minded coach. Now the year
yeah,
after that, I don't know, but he will get a head coach and run at it. But the job that's
yeah.
coming up next year will go to an offensive minded coach.
I believe so.
Now the only reason why I
But
said he would stay, other than that situation there you were saying about these teams are gonna look for offensive coaches, is if we do something magical.
Oh,
If we
he
do
want to
something
win.
magical this year, he's
Oh
not gonna
yeah,
leave.
yeah, he the hottest thing on the market then. He'll be the hottest thing on the market.
Hmm.
Yeah. But what you thinking, Leo?
I appreciate you gentlemen's words. I strongly and I respect your opinion.
Oh, go ahead,
but
brother.
I strongly believe his delusion of grandeur. Um, I believe you guys are just speaking from the perspective of being fans of the team, but this guy has proven nothing in the NFL. You mentioned him along the lines of Sean McVay, and you could use Mike McDaniel's as an example from Miami, from San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing that there's a big difference between the three individuals. Sean McVay has proven that he's a good coach with a good scheme for his team, and Mike McDaniel's has shown that he is a up and coming coach based on the production and the scheme that he put into play for the teams that they went to prospectively. This gentleman that you guys mentioned, he has coached um, for Denver. Denver had a solid team defensive wise, but there's no reason for one to believe with any assurity that he is a up and coming future coach in the NFL because there's no production. There's above average production. There's no star production from him being a coach. And that's not my opinion.
Now hold up, Leo. Hold up now. Let. Now you see you want to go right there where you said Mike McDaniel and Sean McVay. You see you want to go there.
Brother Kendall, Brother Kendall. This is not my opinion. McVay and Mike McDaniel's have proven they have proven it's not McDaniel's took the Dolphins to another level. If not for Tua getting hurt, the team we see the future in the team. The defense was good. The offensive side of the ball was the problem. He came in and revolutionized the offensive side of the ball with skilled players, but Tua improved tremendously outside of getting hurt. And then you go to McDaniel's Super Bowl, etc. To put this guy in the same breath as these two individuals is absolutely insulting, and I see it's a little premature.
Okay. I
Because a
got
lot of
something,
people can
Leo.
say that. Because a lot of people can say that was Brian Flores' team, though, Leo. But
Yeah.
I would like to bring up Pop.
But let me just
Bring
say this, Kendall. Brother Kendall, I hear what you said.
let's go. Pop. Bring up Sean McVay coaching career, and let's put that on
Oh,
the screen. But go
okay.
ahead, Wiley. What
Welcome to
Pop
the
said?
show, Petey Quick.
All right. So I
Appreciate
was
you.
gonna say
Appreciate
this. Yeah, I was gonna say this, Leo. Is I wouldn't say he didn't make any stars. Correct. Because those guys he came there with last year, there was only one star on the team, and they traded him away. That was
No, brother. The
Chubb.
safety the safety is perennial Pro Bowler. The
Hold
safety has been in the Pro Bowl at least 3 times already.
yeah, but they traded Chubb away. Chubb was really their major
Then,
star.
that's debatable. The safety has
That's not
Been
debatable. That's not debatable.
Chubb's
Shut
been
your mouth and let
hurt.
the man explain what he's saying.
Chubb
You
has
always try
been
to make your
hurt.
fake ass narrative.
Chubb
Let
has
that
been
man
hurt.
talk. Let that
Chubb
man talk.
Chubb
Go
has
ahead,
been
bro. Go
hurt.
ahead, brother. I
The
know this dude don't have no
safety
type of
is a
rapport. Go
perennial
ahead.
Pro Bowler.
I know you're talking
Yo.
about. I know who the safety is. What I'm saying is this: is the rest of those guys on the defense. He elevated all their play, and a lot of those guys were either rookies or first year play, second year players. So what I'm saying is, if he can elevate those guys, and they had less talent than our team currently has, the question we have, and I said it a few minutes ago, is health. If we are healthy this year, and he just does exactly what he did with Denver, then our team will be a top team, top 10 defense because our talent is better overall. That's my
But brother, my point is to anyone, like I said, it is premature to put him on a level of proving NFL coordinators or coaches. I understand being a fan of the team, but I do not see it as being a logical or reasonable argument to even infer that this guy will not be on the team going forward because of the success of the team where we have not played one game yet at all.
I,
I just think
I
it's
don't
premature.
disagree. I don't disagree with the premise. I'm just saying is the likelihood though is I think it's higher than yours. I say 51% versus your 49. I'm not
Now,
Are
way
you?
out there.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
hold on. Okay, Leo.
Your mic went out, Doc.
um,
Your headphones are
Oh,
out.
yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
we
you
get
now.
you now.
I'm good now. I'm good now. I'm
You
good
good?
now. Okay.
Perfect. Perfect.
Now, Leo, Sean McVay, the Wonder Boy. I called him a Wonder Boy for a reason earlier. Sean McVay, the Wonder Boy, this offensive genius, offensive guru.
What do you want
Started
me to
at
look up?
Tampa Bay. Started at Tampa Bay in 2008. Now I want you to put it on the screen. I want you to put his career on the screen, so people don't think I'm lying or think I'm, this and that. A capping. It's a no cap zone. In
Put what up?
2008, Sean McVay,
I got his career right
his
here.
coaching, okay, his coaching career. Where was that? 2008, he was in Tampa Bay. Then he was in Florida Taskers in 2009 as a wide receiver coach. He was offensive assistant at Tampa Bay in '08. Then he was at Washington Redskins as an offensive assistant. It was him, Shanahan, and the other jokers, all three of them that got coaching
Hmm.
jobs at the same time. Then
Hey, guess, guess
he went back.
guess who else? Guess who else though? Guess who else? Kendall,
It was him, Shanahan, and who else? Who was the third one?
Evero. Evero was there. He was the Tampa Bay as well too in 2008.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
You
Yep.
sure it was 8 P? Or was it 2000? Or was it
It
11?
was he was there. He was there between 2007 and 2009.
Okay, okay.
Hmm. That's true.
Okay. What was it? Okay, well, I ain't doing Everett right now. Let me finish. Then he was in
Okay.
Washington. He got his first coordinator job, Leo. His first coordinator job was in 2014 to 2016. And then he got a head coaching job in 2017. So where the hell is all his experience at?
Just another
Yep,
man
because he
talking,
was hired in
running
2000.
his mouth.
He was hired in 2010 as the assistant tight ends coach at Washington Redskins. Uh, then he was promoted to tight ends coach
2 years
to
offensive
2000,
coordinator. He
2013.
had a
The-
2 year stint as offensive coordinator. Then he got a head coaching job. Where the
No, he was
hell is all his offense? Where the hell is all his experience?
But
2014. He was
Kendall,
offensive coordinator for the Redskins,
At 30 years
and
old, Leo, the youngest
and that was
modern day
and,
head coach in
Ken,
NFL
mhm.
history. Where the hell was all his offensive or all his head coaching experience?
but Kendall, that's not my argument at all, brother.
Oh
My
man.
argument is that
Everybody
this
didn't have experience, Leo.
Kendall,
What's your
the
I'm not,
argument
Kendall,
I'm not
again? Oh, I didn't
debating
miss
with
it.
you. I'm just going by what you said now.
no, that's not what I said. My whole point is that Sean McVay has done something in the NFL. It can't be measured. If people they gave him a chance, okay, Sean McVay proved on his opportunity.
What?
You're
But
saying that Evero might get a chance, but to even infer without any opportunity, without no reference at all, that he will be great, to compare him to McVay or anybody else who has already been a head coach and etc., would be a little disingenuous and delusional because he has not coached in the NFL head coaching job at all. So you can't just don't compare him to nobody who has already done something. He has done nothing. That's all I'm saying.
I think you're missing what he's saying. Like just like Sean McVay, he had to move up in ranks. He went from a tight ends assistant coach to a tight ends coach, and then in 2014, 17, he was hired as the offensive coordinator He was 2014. He was promoted coordinator for the Redskins. Then he became the new head coach in 2017. So 3 years. It's the same. I mean, everybody has to climb a ladder.
It
Absolutely.
looked like it looked like to me he was fast tracked. It looks like to me he was fast tracked from Washington. Cause he came back from college in 2010, and then he got fast tracked in Washington from Washington to a head coaching job, pretty much.
That's exactly what happened.
but the fast track was it paid off. It was proven justified because he's been in
Well,
two Super Bowls and
that's
he
Okay,
won
not
that's
one.
all
that's
well and
not
good, but before
that
that
Yeah,
happened,
that's as a
nobody knew
head
what was going to
coach.
happen. They took a
No,
chance.
Yeah,
nobody
That's
knew.
it.
Nobody
He
knew.
didn't
But
prove anything
that's
to any of us.
that's common. The coach for the Raiders, it's the same thing. He was
start
a
with
low
him then.
level
Don't get
coach
me
So if
started with
that's the
him.
and he
case, if
moved
that's
up.
the case, then why
right. So
do
the
you
same thing
feel like
Evero
what you
doing.
call it is not going to have Evero be the same way? How does that
Because
not
we
Evero
make
don't
doing the
know,
sense?
same thing.
because it happens to everybody, but we don't know the future. So why would I sit up there
It
and
happens to
endorse and
everybody, but we
some
don't know the future. But you saying Evero don't have that
So
opportunity?
all right. So Leo, remember when I
This
said
boy
that
right
there's
here, man.
people of like-minded that don't work with him, just know of him. Some who have worked with, some that's been with his organization, people that's outside of his organization are talking about how good of a coach he is. So he's moved up in ranks just as Sean McVay was. He's moved up in ranks too. Now, I'm not gonna play no race card or none of that either. You know what I'm saying? They're on two different sides of the ball, offense and defense. Which we know there's more offensive coordinators than there is defensive coordinators in the game. So it's gonna be a little more harder for him. But they're saying with everything he's done and how he's moved up and the job he has done, he's doing a great job. He potentially can be a head coach. Now, when you win games, right? Who gets all the praise? The coach and the quarterback. Now, if you got an offensive coordinator, offensive coach, and an offensive and a good quarterback, they're gonna get all the praise when you win. So it helps Sean McVay look even better because he had a good offense and he's an offensive coach minded coach. Those are two pluses. But you can't sit here and like, well, yeah, we can't predict when he's going to get a coaching job. We can say he probably will get a coaching job because of what he's done so far in such a good manner.
Hey, Pop,
what
check
what
this
what
out.
has he done, brother? What has he done?
If you
Hey,
use
hey,
your logic, if you use your logic,
go ahead.
picking the guys that you just named, and then showing their resume from what they started at, going from position coach to position coach to position coach, and then getting an opportunity to be coordinators, and then finally being a head coach. If you're looking at that, if you're saying this is what it's going to look like, then you can't sit there and say what has he done, because he's done exactly what those other men have done. You
Exactly.
can't say you see it, but then don't see it because it's Evero. You
I
sound
know
real
because
stupid then.
I
Exactly
didn't
the
say
same
that.
stuff.
I'm saying comparing him to any coach that has done anything would not be a fair comparison because they've already done it.
But Leo,
It's
That's
already done.
That's
but
So
Leo,
to
check.
compare,
if
well,
listen, if I done something and you done something, and then the next year they promoted you doing the same thing me and you did, and then I did it the year after that. If before that happens, they say, Jeremy, you know what? You look like you could probably do what Leo's been doing. You saying it's not fair, even though we're doing the exact same thing. Does that not make sense to you?
well,
It's
why don't
fair.
you guys say that the Brown dude, well, he will get a job too in the near future based on the success of the Panthers? Why won't you say
But
that the running
but
back coach will get a
He will.
job based on the success for the Panthers?
there's a difference. I think the difference is this. Look at the mentorship those guys have versus Evero. The top defensive coordinator right now, we think is Vangio. Everybody's Vangio. He's been in Vangio's tree coaching with Vangio. And the guy that Vangio came in the league with is Capers. Capers is also a guy that keeps getting hired as defensive coordinator or senior advisor to defensive coordinators. He's been coaching with him.
And
So you have to look at the
Wiley,
pedigree of the guy. Go ahead.
how old is Don Capers Wiley?
Don Capers, when he came in the league, he was the youngest head coach at the time as a defensive coordinator. People don't
So
talk
how old is
about
he
that.
now? How old
He's
is he
like
now?
70, I think like 72, something like 71, 72.
I knew you. A 72-year-old white man said he came over there to the Panthers because of this guy right here. He
Yeah.
followed this guy over there.
I'm
Come
just
on,
saying
Okay.
this.
come
Oh,
on.
But
oh,
you
go
but you
ahead,
want to
go ahead,
question
go
you
ahead.
want to question his
Oh,
ability.
Okay, gentlemen. Okay, since we go. Okay, so it's all predicated on ifs. Okay, it's all predicated on ifs. What if the Panthers defense is not as good as expected? Will he still be?
No, he
Uh,
won't. He won't.
okay, that's okay. Okay, that's I just wanted to get that.
That's fair, man. Everything you said is fair. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, Leo. I'm just saying the likelihood is higher than I think what you are saying. That's all I'm saying. Our
Okay, I hear you
likelihood is
now.
almost the same. I'm at
Right,
Uh-huh.
51%.
JSU.
You at
Zero
49.
experience at head coach, but got the daggone job. Zero
Yeah.
experience in NFL head coach.
And this and why is this? When Bates got his first job, they got Wade Phillips to be his defensive coordinator. Wade Phillips had been a defensive coordinator at that time, probably 20 something years, 25, 26 years, plus a head coach twice. So that young head coach got a former head coach that been head coach twice, plus what was the top defensive coordinator at the time in the league. So it's not like he went out there by himself. No, they held his hand. So that's why he was successful. Then once he got some experience, Wade Phillips retired, and then he became Sean McVay, who we know now.
Yeah.
And then the guy in Miami, Cheetah, right? The guy that came from Kansas City had 1,800 yards last year. You telling me that receiver that can get wide open down the field, that Tua now looks like a good quarterback versus when he was before he got
They
there,
talk,
had
talk that
1,800
shit, Wiley.
yards.
Let's
Talk
go,
So
that
I
Wally.
shit.
mean, come
Nah,
on,
it's
Talk
a
man.
that
You
shit.
can't say
nah,
That
that
was
nah,
that
bro.
coach is just
that was
opinion.
Flores'
That
team.
dude get
That was
That,
behind
Flores'
everybody.
team.
He's getting behind everybody.
That was Brian Flores' team, Leo.
I respectfully disagree.
Of
All right.
course you will.
Okay. I'm just saying that if you remove that receiver 1,800 yards and you still have everybody else, that team looks totally different, man.
Well, Wiley, Flores turned that team around with Jalen Waddle, though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, he
when it
did.
started turning around offensively.
Yeah, it did. It just Jalen Waddle is Jalen Waddle. He's good, but he ain't Cheetah. Cheetah's another level, bro.
Yeah, it's another
Tua,
level.
Tua is one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. He's very, very accurate
You're right, but we didn't say that until till last year. The year
because of.
before,
But he
yeah,
was,
go ahead.
he was accurate at Alabama. He was accurate last year before Cheetah came.
You
He
mean the
just
year
got hurt
before?
a couple of times. The year before,
Mm,
he's always been accurate. But it's the scheme that the coach put in to take advantage of the wide receivers that they have.
correct. I'm not disagreeing that. He did a good job. He just also had an extraordinary, talent too. Can't take that off.
Because
McVay did more with less.
what was that,
How McVay
2020?
did more with less. McVay had a Hall of Fame defensive tackle.
Yep.
He had one of the best cornerbacks in the league, and he had a quarterback that's projected to maybe go to the Hall of Fame now.
Hmm.
How you do more with less?
No, I'm talking about when he had Garrett Goff. He had the running back that remember the Georgia that only played a couple years. He didn't have
Gurley was a
early.
top 10, top five running back, and he still had a Hall of Fame defensive tackle on the team.
Yeah, he had that guy. I'm just saying is besides that, he made Gurley until Gurley was. Because once Gurley left, that Gurley was out of the league. And I know his knee
Gurley
was
did it was his
his
knee.
knee. Yeah,
Gurley's ability was that McVay didn't make it or hurt it. Gurley ability was out of school what it was. So he can't say he made Gurley. Gurley was already set. Jared Goff, he helped Jared Goff, but we see he couldn't help him enough to the point where they wanted to get rid of him.
correct. I'm just saying is I think he did more than McDaniels because McDaniels got lucky and he got Cheetah, man. Come on, that's the dude was torching the league before he got there. He just continued to do what he was doing.
Man, it wasn't no surprise in Cheetah what he was gonna do when he
No,
got down.
no.
I think it's premature. I hear what these guys are saying, but I think it's a little premature to crown this dude as anything without. I mean, word of mouth. If he getting praise, from other individuals. But
I don't. I
I
I'd
don't
rather
see
trust
that
don't.
being
I
enough.
trust those professionals
We're not.
before I trust you. So
We know
yeah,
it's nepotism. We know it's nepotism. So
absolutely,
if it's
No,
absolutely.
not
nepotism,
even that. Because
no,
it's not
no,
nepotism.
will be. What I'm trying to say is he's
Oh,
going
he's
to get
saying
it.
will be.
Yeah, he's going to get it because of nepotism. Because he he got Dom Capers. He got Vangio. He got other guys in his corner. I'm just saying he's going to get a chance simply because of nepotism. Now he's doing a good job. I'm saying he's going to get a chance also because of nepotism. Don't get it twisted.
Hey, we're gonna see. I hope the team do
Well,
well.
that's my question. To you, Leo. Why would these high intellect coaches back a man up like that if he doesn't show them anything new or doesn't show how brilliant he is?
Good statement.
Why would they
There's a
pass?
lot of smart people. There's a lot of smart people. All I'm saying is I can't go off someone giving someone high praise. I gotta see it to believe it.
Well, I mean, that's with anybody. That's with anybody. But I'm just saying, like, all right. So when you go to a job and they ask you for references, why do you think they ask for references if it ain't important?
I mean, you guys with your ancillary arguments, man. All I'm talking about
Why
is
you can't
the
answer the
quote.
question?
The
It's
Because he
dude,
easy.
can't. He
Why
he
don't
would
know
a
ain't
how.
done
job? Hold
nothing.
on, hold on,
He
He
hold on,
don't
hasn't.
know
hold on.
how to.
He hasn't done
Why would a
anything.
job? Hold on. He has done something because he's moved up in ranks. Why would a job ask you for your references if they weren't important?
They use
I,
those
I,
guys' past experience to judge your future performance.
Thank you. Those
I,
guys, because you the people that you refer
we
are probably in a higher chair than you are.
Mhm.
we
Yep.
gonna see.
So
I
his
hear you saying,
references,
but I just want to see.
his references. You cannot deny the references that he has, can you? Because they've done it,
Nope.
right? They've
Who
been successful.
his references. Who is his references? Dom Capers, who been around the
Yeah.
league for years and years and years.
Hmm.
Dom Capers.
Mm-hmm. Dom Capers and also Vangio. Both defensive coordinators have been in the top five since they've been around.
Jim Caldwell, he can use him.
I'm just
Why would
saying.
these guys get behind him if he doesn't show anything or he
Or
hasn't moved up? Nobody's gonna sit here and co-sign for you just because you got a bald head and he has a bald head. They
We
don't
we we
co-sign for
we
you.
we,
They're not
we
gonna.
gonna
They're
see.
not gonna. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
right?
you keep
You
saying
got
we gonna
you
see,
have
but
to
you ain't really
you have
answering
to
this
see the
man's question.
logic behind certain things
Nah,
instead of just
the
like
logic is I gotta see it. I don't believe in
That's
stuff
all
till
well
I
and good.
see it.
That's all well and good.
everybody's gonna say the same thing about anything. I want some
Yep.
ice
okay.
cream. Well, I gotta see it.
Yep. If it's good or not, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
But
I
just like
can't. I
the
can't
thing,
say.
but the
Can't.
thing
it's
about
the
it is,
easiest. It's the
but
easiest cap
brother,
out. But
Oh,
when you think about it all, like when you think about it fully, not just the sample size, the full plate of what you getting, and then the ingredients that are coming with it that's been put together to make this plate the way it is, it's right there in front of you.
nah, I don't see. But
So now, only
I
thing
hear
we're
that though,
doing is
brother. But to compare him to anyone who's already coached, to say that to say that he will prospectively get a job based on word of mouth, based on
it's not word of mouth.
it's word of mouth because you're saying that his references are word of mouth. But we have not played a game in this defensive scheme yet. Not one
It's not
game.
just word of
that's
mouth. He wouldn't be
but
in
That's
the
but
all it
positions
is.
he's
Word of
in.
mouth is
He would not be in the
accolades.
positions.
He has
He
to
would
work
not be in
other
positions
places.
he's in unless he had to work to other places.
look
There's
at
no way he
different
Thank
put
you.
you in defensive coordinator. There's no way he put you there if you haven't shown something. He's just not going to
if
go
he
and say, "Well, you was in this
What's
man's office, so let me put you there because we like you."
exactly.
That ain't how that
Leo?
works,
Let me ask
brother.
you this:
This is NFL.
what's next after coordinator, Leo? What's next? Huh?
Was that the what the coordinator
What's after defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator? What's next?
to be a head coach somewhere?
There you go.
Yeah.
I knew you was a smart man.
All
But
right.
brother,
Good
brother,
job,
brother,
Leo.
brother, how was that? Of course,
I
that's the
think he was
natural
funny.
progression. But how is that guarantee that he will do that? He has
You don't
not
hear that
done
All right,
often.
because
anything in the
you just
You don't.
answered the
NFL.
question. Because you just answered the question. The natural
No,
progression, right? So he
But
started
you,
out position coach, right? And then he moved from there to a coordinator position, right? So he's
top
progressing the entire
six,
time. And now
top
he got a
six.
chance. Come on, bro.
how is
But
he
here,
have a chance? We
Fellas,
didn't do nothing yet. We ain't played a game
Watch
but
and
yet.
see.
hold on.
Watch and see.
fellas. I was sitting back just listening. Now,
Go ahead.
y'all do know, Leo do have a point to what he's saying.
Q, let me tell you something. You better come in here with some
There you
goddamn
go.
shit.
See that
You my dog,
bullshit?
but I
You
will
coming
not
that
stand for it today.
bullshit?
So go ahead. Go on. Come on
So,
in. Come on in, brother.
all I'm
Come on in.
saying, not only Evero, but you got Brown, who ain't called a pass in the NFL yet, and people already deeming him the golden boy. All I'm saying is, just we need to pump the brakes before we put the cart before the horse. That's all
But
I'm
there's
saying.
We're not.
but there's
We're
a
not
Yeah,
difference
saying.
though.
We're
We're
not.
not. Ain't nobody
We're
nobody,
doing
not
all that,
saying
Q.
that
We're not
he.
saying
We're
that.
not saying he's got to
nobody.
be a head coach right
You know
now.
what?
We're saying what he's done so far and his references, the people have got behind him, he will potentially be a head coach. Now, I don't see why anybody's mad about that or could debate that.
What
Now,
has he done?
top
What has
six
he
Answer the
done?
defense.
question, but
Top
You
six
Google what he's
Yeah,
done.
that's
defense.
I'm
fucking
not
crazy.
here to be
Hold,
your
hold, 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 real quick.
can, can I
You know how many
can,
I'm,
top did?
we've already
can
done
How
it,
I
many
Leo.
years was Scott
can I
McDermott?
chime in there, Q?
How
This
many
ain't
years was
time.
McDermott
We're
the
not talking
defensive
about that.
coordinator for the Panthers? How many years
We're not.
was
We're not talking
McDermott the
about Scott
defensive
McDermott.
coordinator for the Panthers when we had a top 10 defense? He was defensive
McDermott was
coordinator
like
about 3 years.
3 years,
So it
yeah.
took him 3 years to be a head coach. You telling me a dude who barely cracked the top 10 one fucking year gonna be
No,
a head coach? Come on,
he
man,
was top.
stop
He
it.
was.
Yeah, but
Hold on.
Leo, Leo,
Hold on.
y'all,
Hold on.
y'all. Let me get this point out. Leo, you hear me read the list? I said he won't make head coach next year only because of the timing. Because
Yep.
everybody's going offensive minded. Now, what about McDermott? You just put a point about McDermott. McDermott could have been in the same boat. That
Yep.
Yep.
everybody was going at offensive mind at that time. It's about timing. It ain't but 32 teams. And how many head coaching jobs come up per year? One, two,
Five.
maybe. I think it was like five at the max at one time.
Yep.
4 or 5. It ain't like 20 jobs come up every year. And you got to depend where that ball club is going at that time.
Yep. All I'm saying, Leo, is this: the dude has proven he has a top six defense. So if he come and do the same thing with us, and they do it 2 years in a row, I mean 3 years. He gonna get a shot, man. That's not. I don't think that's been
A
And
happening.
shot
that,
at what, Wiley?
Head coach. Head
A
coach.
shot at what?
Being a head coach.
And based off of 1 year at Denver and 1 year at Carolina,
Two
he'll
at
get a head
Carolina.
coach.
Two at
Two, you
Carolina.
said two.
Yes.
We just
So
showed
that's
you
just 3 years
McVay.
totally.
McVay didn't
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
2 year. McVay didn't have a
Okay.
2 year deal.
Yeah.
And 30 years old. Who in the hell hires a 30-year-old coach? They could have said he was too young at that time. He didn't have a 2 years as a coordinator.
Yeah.
And he ain't had no top five offense either.
And
Not in
Dom Capers,
Washington. He damn sure
when
did in
Dom Capers
Washington.
got hired, he had 2 years as defensive coordinator at Pittsburgh. Three. Excuse me.
so,
Yeah, he had two. I think it was two. Maybe it was
but
three.
but gentlemen, you're absolutely right. They had 2 to 3 years. So this would be the guys what second year being a defensive coordinator or third year?
Second year.
Second.
Second year.
So this is second year being a defensive coordinator. But with Dom Capers when he was 2 years with the Steelers, was it top 10? Was it a really good defense?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They were. Yeah,
Okay,
they were.
okay,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
okay. So we have two concrete years that Dom Capers that had proven that his scheme was viable and it was a threat in the NFL. But
Yep.
Evero has not coached a second year completely. He hasn't even started, but yet and still, you guys are saying prospectively that he's on the trajectory to be a head coach when he has not even coached a full second year? That's my whole
Yeah.
point. Is that
You know why?
that's
You know.
not sound.
You know.
That's not
You know.
reasonable.
No. You know why
It,
we saying that,
that
Leo?
is that
These are
that
the
is a hell of a point, though.
hold,
Go
hold on.
ahead. Go ahead.
This is why, but this is where that point is about to get squashed a little bit because we have better athletes
Ah,
here than he
yep,
did there. Now you look at who
absolutely.
Denver has. Hold on. Look at who Denver has to play in their conference compared to ours.
Is
Now
that
he
a
has
fact,
better
Pop?
talent.
Oh,
Is that a
What you
fact?
brother,
mean?
brother Papa, you just said, brother Papa, what's the difference between the players and athletes? Because I noticed you didn't say the word players, you said athletes. Are you counting on the
Now look.
players being better or the athletes? Because you think you slick. Are you saying? Because
Are,
I
are,
know you know,
are you
I
saying?
know you know the difference between players
Are,
and athletes. I know
That's
you know
pretty
the
are
good.
you
difference.
are
So
you
are
majoring in
Denver's
English?
players
Are you
better
are
than ours, or our
do
players
you
better than Denver players?
do you have a major in English?
I'm about to say,
Are the Panthers players better than Denver players, or we have better athletes?
Are you a
just like
major in English?
yeah, just like Jay Issue said, man. We had
We
Joe
got
Brady come out of college as a passing game coordinator and end up being an NFL coordinator. He ain't do a goddamn thing on LSU to get a daggone job. But you want to
Hey,
talk junk
Logic.
about a man who's got
Ain't
multiple
call that
years in
one play.
NFL
What
experience.
what 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 were they already saying about him though, Logic? What were they saying? He the next
Oh,
one, right?
he was the next
Oh,
big guy. He was a big
he the
thing.
next one.
yep, yep.
Next one.
They said he was gonna come in the
Damn right.
league as an offensive
Damn right.
coordinator and automatically get a head coaching job.
Correct,
Damn right.
correct.
So what was that at then, Leo?
Or do
Like,
Denver have better? Do we have better players
Yeah.
than
That's
Denver
why
do?
ignore it. Ignore
I'm
it.
gonna
Because
break it down. No, I'm
you
gonna
can't
break it
say
down
nothing
for
about
you.
it.
I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna break it down for you, Leo. Watch this. Let's go. Let's go. Offense, defensive line. Our defensive line versus their defensive line. Right. Our defensive line. Right. Derek Brown is ranked higher than any defensive lineman they had. Brian Burns is ranked higher than any defensive end that they had or outside linebacker that
Number
they had
seven
last
now
year.
in the NFL.
Now,
Number seven.
watch it.
For
Now
all y'all Brian Burns
let's
haters.
let,
Number
let's
seven.
move back to linebacker. We say our linebacker core sucks, but watch this. Our linebacker core is number 2 in the league. Number 2, Leo. This ain't my opinion. These are facts. Then let's move back. Let's
What's
move
the
back.
hold on,
JC.
bro? You saying we number 2 in the league compared to all the teams? So we have the
Yes.
second ranked linebacker core in the NFL.
Yes. Yes. PFF. Yes, Leo.
What based on PFF? What metric are you using?
PFF.
I
PFF.
gotta look into that. Go
We
ahead.
already did this.
I'm looking into that. I gotta look into that, brother, because
Look it up.
I
Look it
have
up.
not heard
Watch
of that
this.
at all.
Watch this. Watch this. Frank,
Share your screen, Wally. Share your screen.
Louisville,
Prove it.
Louisville is number 13, and Shaq is number 21. Of so there's only one team that has two
We got the
linebackers
facts
above
down
us.
here.
Two.
Y'all gotta
And
put
there's
it
only
up.
one team that has a linebackers
Y'all gotta
above us,
put it up.
which is a
Go ahead,
number 9 and number 9 and number 11. Everybody
go
else
ahead and put it
below
on
us.
the screen. Put it on the screen. No cap zone. We put it on the screen. We will
Pull it
put it
up,
on the
Papa.
screen.
Pull up PFL. Now I'm gonna go backwards for you. So we'll say Patrick Sertain and J.C. Horn watch each other out, correct? They on the, we're
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
same
yes, sir,
level.
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes,
All
sir.
right, all right. Let's move on the other side of the field. They had a
Everybody
rookie
take y'all
last year.
word around here.
Watch it. They had a rookie on the other side of the field last year. So rookie versus our guys, I think it's pretty even, right? The only thing they're gonna have that's better than ours on defense is their I think it's their strong safety or weak safety. I'm trying strong safety or which one is it? I'm trying to remember that guy. He's a all pro.
Strong safety.
Uh, strong safety.
Strong safety.
That's where they have that's only place on defense they have a guy that's better than our guy. Other than that, Leo, I just named every position. These are and our guys are watch this. They defensive line average 295 pounds. Our defensive line average between 315 to 345. Our
So Wiley,
linebacker core is around 240 pounds. Their linebacker core is 232.
Wiley,
Yeah, go ahead.
is there a chance at any way that this team can come out and underperform? Is there a chance that that could happen?
There's always a chance. I'm just saying the likelihood, based on what we got from Steve Wilkes last year, I don't think so. The
No,
likelihood.
no, no. What I'm saying, with all these athletes that you listed say that we have, is there a chance that these boys can come out here and lay an egg?
It'll be health. It'll be health as anything. That'll be the Achilles heel. Health.
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 So
Injury. You talking
health
about
will be the
injury?
reason.
Yeah,
You
that's
say
only. Yeah,
injury?
that's the. Yeah,
It
that's it.
won't be logic at all.
No, it'll be health because J.C. Horn goes down, and then our other cornerback goes down, which is going to be Dante goes down again. Uh, say we have our linebackers are pretty decent. They usually play the year.
So
It's
by
really
what
our
you
defensive
telling
backfield.
me,
hmm
by what you telling me, I can bank my head on this defense this year. Is what you telling me?
I'm saying we'll be probably top. I'll say number 10 or so. Not number 5, not number 6,
No,
number
no, no,
10.
no, no. If you losing a coach and he going to another team, this defense should be in the top five, right?
Whose defense? Our defense?
Yeah, yeah. If we losing a coach and he potentially going to another team because of this scheme, right?
I'm trying to understand what you're saying. You talking about
Okay, let me let
Wilkes?
me let me break it down for you.
Okay.
If you lose a coach and say you lose a coach like when we lost Sean McDermott, we were a top defensive team, a top defensive unit all the way around. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, we were.
And so if we lose a guy, you telling me right now that you can only see us potentially in the top 10, potentially,
Mhm.
and that's not a given.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
So please explain to me why we're gonna lose a coach and he's gonna go to another team and potentially be a head coach somewhere else if he hasn't produced top 10 numbers.
Who you saying we lost?
I'm
You
saying
talking about Wilkes?
if we lose Evero and we
Everett.
Oh,
don't have a top 10 defense.
oh, because the defensive our line coach already been a defensive coordinator. He'll be here. Capers will be here. Also our they're preparing our defensive back coach to be a defensive coordinator. So these guys are going to be here. As long as Dom Capers don't leave, I think we'll be fine regarding the scheme.
Well, Wilder, what I'm saying is you guys were using Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott, when he left the Panthers, was a top five coach at his position.
Yeah, but
He,
him
hmm?
and Wilkes had different schemes, bro. What I'm trying to say is this:
Oh, I
Wilkes
understand that.
blitz, Wilkes blitz a lot, but McDermott didn't. I'm just saying is with Dom Capers, we have a guy that guys they're following his scheme. People don't realize Everett, what he did is he played Dom Capers' scheme. If you look at Green Bay, look at Green Bay. He was Capers was a defense coordinator for there for like what 10, 12 years. If you look at their defense and you look at what Denver ran, dude, it's almost the same shit. It is Capers' defense. Capers, the difference between Capers and Fangio is Capers believes in blitzing. Fangio believes in quarters a lot and confusing you. And the difference between the two is what Evero did is he mixed quarters up but also blitzing. He took the two and blended the two. I'm saying is Capers is here now. And Capers, I don't think Capers going nowhere. I think he's going to be here. That's
So
the only
So
stability we have.
this is
I get back to my question once again.
Wally was
Oh, go
saying.
ahead, Pop.
Go ahead.
This is what Wally was saying for Leo. Leo, if you
Am
see
I?
right here on the
Go
page,
ahead, Leo.
The
on the
Panthers
page.
are ranked 16th in the
Hold on.
PFF ranking in linebacker core.
He,
16. So I don't
No,
know
no,
what
look, no,
y'all
no, no,
talking
no, no,
about.
no. Slow
no,
down.
no, no, no.
Look.
He said if you compare each person and where they're ranking PFF on the team, for instance, the linebackers, we have the best two linebackers together than they
The
do
second best.
in
Second
Denver.
best.
Second
Second best.
best. Right here,
If
you
you
got
look at
Shaq Thompson. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's ranked number 10. We go down. Lubu's right here.
The NFL has ranked the Carolina Panthers as the 16th ranked linebacker core in the NFL. That's what the NFL says.
okay, I understand PFF's right there, run frame, brother.
I
Number
got that from PFF as well. The PFF said that the Carolina Panthers are ranked 16th in linebacker core, ranked in the NFL out of all 32.
all right, you say so.
So that's
What is
middle of the pack.
Where's Denver?
Denver was number 13.
Their numbers don't even. Their numbers wouldn't even matter. Okay, all right. Maybe I'm wrong because then when I looked at the numbers, hey, you look at the number that you popping. Look at the teams. Look at Denver linebackers and look at the ones that is above Shaq. Any Denver linebackers above Shaq?
The Carolina Panthers
Hold
gave
on.
up the
Slow
second
down, bro.
most
Slow down.
touchdowns in the
Slow down.
NFL in coverage.
Popping. Is
Oh,
Denver any Denver? Go ahead.
y'all expecting Evero to come in 1 year, change his
Do
We
defense,
didn't
make it a
say
top
that. We,
five defense, and then go dance off into the sunset on a new team as a new head coach? Y'all think that's gonna really happen?
2 years.
How we
We
said.
said two. We said
about
2
2
And
years.
years, bro.
even in 2 years,
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Watch
I
this.
mean,
No,
All
who
no,
right.
no.
wouldn't?
I ain't saying nothing
Who
crazy.
wouldn't take a head?
So watch.
Who wouldn't
Hey,
take?
Who
Who
Don.
wouldn't?
said it?
Hold on. Who
Don
wouldn't take
Capers
a
did
head
this.
coach position if it was offered to him? Unless it was
That's
just
the
a dog
brother,
ass coach. Hold
brother.
on. Let me finish
Nobody's
my
saying that,
thought.
brother.
Hold on. I'll get you. I'll get
Nobody's
you. Let me
saying
finish
that.
my
We
conversation.
saying
My
based
sentence.
off of his numbers and his merit, do he deserve to come out here and be somebody's head coach, or is he going to get it based
two
off of what
years.
he do right now?
Yeah,
Well,
we
everything's gonna be
said
based on what he does, but I'm saying depending who the team is, if anybody gets offered a head coach position, they're gonna take it unless it's a dog ass organization. Now,
correct.
Leo, do you
But
have a problem with what I just said?
brother, based off of him just coaching 1 year.
We're not
We didn't
saying
say
1 year.
that. We didn't say
Once
that.
again, get the wax out your ear.
So because you talk okay, say 2 years, but we ain't played 1 year next year. Didn't play this year,
We
so we only go off
said
1 year.
All right.
no.
Okay.
If
What,
you
what,
So
you
what,
so
you you
y'all
what you
you missed
saying
basing
the
it
two
whole
off
goat
there,
years?
talk.
brother?
Y'all saying
You
two
missed the
years, but realistically,
you
it's
missed the
really
whole goat
one
talk.
full
It's
year.
only 1 year.
You missed the whole goat talk for one because we said
yeah,
how the
yeah. You
NFL
clearly
is,
didn't listen.
is changing is
Yep.
probably 3 years for him because they're
Correct. We
going
said that.
offensive coordinators first.
hmm
But
So you're
brother, what
picking
if
out
he
which
don't
one of
do
the
good
paragraphs
though?
you
What if he
want.
don't do good for the Panthers though, brother? Will he still get the
So
coach
good if he
position?
don't
Well,
if
well,
he
well, well.
doesn't do
What they
good,
saying? What
then
they
it
saying?
shouldn't be in the coach.
You
It
got,
should be
yeah.
the organization asking him to be a head coach, right? But if it
Asking him,
happens, then it happens.
you got to go on prediction. Okay, he had what? What did he have Wiley last year in Denver? What? That was a top 10 defense, right, Wiley?
Number 6 in the league. Yeah.
Number 6 in the league with lesser talent. He just told you that, Leo. So
Kendall,
with
that's
that,
debatable.
wait a
Kendall,
minute, no,
Kendall,
no, 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 no,
Kendall, that's debatable.
Leo, you always say you a man of logic. Numbers and logic don't lie, right? So if he did
Kendall,
more with less, in Denver, we saying we have better talent. Wiley
that
just
that's
told
that's
you
that's
numbers. Now,
opinion based though, Kendall.
no,
That's
it ain't. No,
opinion.
it's not.
That's
He gave you
opinion,
the numbers,
Kendall.
Leo. He gave you the numbers, Leo. Statistically, he gave you the numbers position by position that we have better talent in Carolina than they did in Denver. He
We just
just
had
gave you
bad
the
coaching.
numbers, bro.
Nah. Kendall, you
That's how
know
you know coaching matters,
that
Kendall.
that Kendall, the cornerback is a wash. And the line and the defensive line because what was the guy name who Denver had who he left and went to Seattle that we was talking about getting this year but we didn't get him, the defensive lineman. I forgot his name, but he was on Denver team last year. The linebacker core statistically according to the NFL is better than ours. The only thing that's a wash might boy the defensive lineman um, Burns is the better player, more dominant player. That's but see that's a wash when we talk about they safety. So you can't say that we got a better skill position defensive player side of the ball than Denver do because if player for player, it's debatable. So it's not concrete. You can't say that.
Okay. I'm just maybe I'm wrong, but a
Nah, you're not
290
wrong.
pound 290 pound lineman versus a 300 something pound lineman. There's a big difference, Doc.
What was that defensive lineman name that was on Denver last year? I can't remember his last name, but
Okay.
he
All right.
left
What?
and he went to
So one.
Seattle.
So one of the linemen that was on Denver is on our team this year, which is Williams. Williams was one of the rotational guys that he believes in rotations. Evero does. And Williams was playing a lot of snaps on Denver last year. He's on our team this year. I'm just saying is, I understand that apprehension. I got it. I'm just saying we got to get the emotion out and we got to look at it logically. And we went through this. We went through the linebackers. We went through our linebackers. I'm trying to open my computer up here. But I'm just trying to look at PFF now again for the linebackers. But these linebackers for Denver last year wasn't that great.
Wow. At the end of the day, you boys talking like y'all got a crystal ball and can see the future. What we're saying is you got to understand that this coach has only had 1 year in Denver, and this will be his second year here in Carolina. He has not proven a damn thing yet. Now he is the protege. He is the protege. He's the protege to Don Capers. That's all. That's all. Y'all looking at him from a bird's view because y'all hoping that he's going to be able to be the savior around here. We don't know that.
So I'm looking at the linebackers now, right? So Denver has a linebacker in the top 4. Then we got a linebacker in the top 9, which is Shaq. Then the next Denver linebacker is number 32. The next linebacker we got is going to be Luvu, and Luvu is number. Let me count this. I'm looking at PFF right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's number 21. So when you look at the teams, and I'm looking at PFF now, all the teams on PFF, the Jets have 2 linebackers in the top 32, and who else? Let me see here. I'm looking. San Fran got 1 guy in the top. They got number 2, which is Fred Warner. Then they got a guy that's 4 guys ahead of Luvu. That's it, man. I'm just saying, it's not like we got terrible linebacker play. I'm trying to figure this out. Plus, their linebackers are way small.
Y'all got to go by numbers, you and Leo.
And their linebackers are smaller than our guys. I'm just saying. Okay.
So, based off of height and size, y'all boys think that determines how good a player is going to be off of height and size?
I didn't say that, man.
Nobody
I'm saying
said,
is,
bro. You come on.
I didn't say Q.
Go take a nap and come back, brother.
Q bullshit. He just died.
Take a lunch break or something. Stop. And nobody said nothing about no height and size. We saying what he had at Denver, and y'all saying that was his first year, his first stint as a coordinator. That was his first big job. And what he did with Denver, and can that not translate to Carolina? Are y'all telling me it's not going to translate to Carolina? That's what y'all telling me.
We don't know, Kendall, because we know you don't know and we don't know. That's all we're saying. We don't know.
Leo, all you can go by is projection. Just like Bryce Young, right? Everybody saying Bryce Young gonna translate from Alabama to the pros, right? And you
No, we don't know. We don't know that. We don't know that.
I keep telling y'all, Bryce Young is an unknown. We don't know. You don't know what you're gonna get out of this cat.
Don't come with that bullshit. You was crowning him.
So, did I crown the motherfucker, or did the Panther Nation crown the motherfucker?
You crowned him. You were the ringleader. You crowned him.
Here we go with the stupid shit. Here we go. You know what, go? You know what, go? I told you before, when it came to Bryce Young and his height, I just told you to sit your ass back and accept him as your quarterback. Because you couldn't understand that we had his little ass over there. So that's all you needed to understand. Nothing else I said. Crystal damn clear, go. Crystal damn clear.
So y'all take a 5'9", littlest quarterback in the league, but you can't take a man that's got a
well, first of all, considering we didn't have fucking shit at fucking quarterback for the last couple of years, I'll take what the fuck I can get at quarterback.
A man just last year just made sugar out of shit. A shit out of sugar, any way you want to put it.
Yeah.
In Denver, on the defensive side, and y'all gonna say he can't do shit over here.
Just like I
Hey,
told you, we ain't
that
seen
part
an
I don't
ounce
understand.
of Brown. Brown is another motherfucker that ain't coached a damn snap
I,
yet, and y'all done
I,
deemed him the golden boy.
I
I'm
got
Hold on,
something
though.
tired
else
of this
for you.
shit.
Hey,
I
Joe,
got something
man,
else. I
don't
got
make no
something else for
prediction,
you.
Tired of
man.
this shit.
Don't,
So
don't,
no,
don't do no
Carol.
prediction for nobody.
Hey,
Don't do it. Ain't
PFF,
no point.
PFF. Carolina is number 15 defensive line. Denver number 28. You
Well,
hear what
I
I
don't
just
give a
said?
fuck about that. I'm trying to
Come on,
tell you.
man. Come
Of
on,
course,
man.
of course, of course. All right,
Come
bro.
on.
All right.
Nobody,
We
don't
ain't no
nobody know
talking.
shit, y'all.
Ain't no talking to you
Let's
today.
talk about the weather today. The weather is blue skies, sunny, the
Woo.
Pop, I
grass
don't
is
give
Hey,
a
Q,
damn
green.
about
hey,
no
hold on.
weather.
Can I,
No
can I,
sky
can I,
Let's
outside.
can
talk
I,
about
can
the
I
weather.
ask Q, Q? Can I ask you a question, Q, real quick, Q?
What's
Listen,
up?
brother.
What's up?
To the
What's
north.
up?
They don't
Q,
know anything.
let
What's
me
up?
just say this real quick. Hold up, real quick. Q.
Mhm.
So the dude name
Hold on,
was
why you want me to be quiet when you talking, but
no,
you
no,
ain't
no,
no
no.
loud?
I just asked. Let me ask Q a question. Do y'all
Hold on.
remember?
It gotta
Mhm.
go both ways. It gotta
Go
go
ahead.
both ways.
Can I ask you a question real quick, brother, if you don't mind?
Go ahead. Go
If
ahead,
you answer
man. Go
mine,
ahead, man.
why is that okay though? When I be talking, you cut me off, and I be like, "Hold on, bro.
Well,
I
no,
don't
no. Go
cut
ahead,
you
go
off."
ahead, go ahead. Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just want to answer that question.
Bro, you
Why is
know he
that
ain't
okay?
gonna answer that. You know he
No,
ain't
no.
gonna answer that.
Go ahead. I forgot to. I didn't. Go ahead. Get your question. I'm sorry, brother. I do
Now
apologize.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
brother. You got the flow.
Okay.
You go ahead. Go ahead,
I was
Leo.
asking Q. I was asking Q a question. Q. Do y'all remember the guy named DeMondre Jones from Denver?
No, I don't.
Okay. He was a free agent this year, and he was projected to go. He was talking about getting him for the Panthers. Some people had did, you know, shows on him. So DeMondre Jones was a defensive lineman for Denver. So when we compare his position in this production to another defensive lineman, DeMondre Jones had 6 sacks compared to Derrick Brown's. How many sacks Derrick Brown had last year, Q? Do you know? He
I
had
think he had
Four.
what, two? One?
he
Two?
had one statistical sack. So comparably speaking, it's kind of we can say it's a wash, but this dude had 6 sacks compared to Derrick Brown's 1 sack. So when Brother Wiley say that Denver that we got the better defense than Denver player wise, I beg to differ, brother, because we had a player that was more dominant at the same position than the current player that we have. So we can say it's a wash if you want to, but I know he had
It,
6 sacks compared to Derrick Brown's 1 sack.
it ain't even a wash, bro. I just looked at PFF. PFF got Carolina defensive line ranked number 15, and they got Denver number 28. This ain't emotion, man.
No, no,
This
brother.
is
No, I'm
just
going. No,
numbers.
I'm going player for player because you said that we got the better players. That's what I'm saying, and that's why I say
Yeah,
I beg to differ.
I was just going by the numbers, man. Because if you look at the numbers, I just went over. I went over
Other
the
damn
computer.
numbers.
PFF. That's all we can go by. PFF
Other
All you
say
can go
motherfucking
by.
numbers.
They ain't
Hold
play
on,
right
hold
now.
on,
That's all
Oh,
you can
listen.
okay,
go
okay,
Like
by.
then,
I
brother. If
said,
you go
we
by the
had the
numbers,
number
then
two
Nobody
defense
tell
one
Pat
year,
Riley
and
if
y'all know
they
damn
play.
well
If
we
they
didn't
ain't
have the
play,
number
then
two
don't nobody
defense one year. But I don't want to hear that number shit. Y'all know that number shit
all
ain't worth a
right,
damn.
I
all
now they
right.
don't want to hear the numbers wise. They don't want to hear them numbers wise
I
if
mean,
it ain't gonna
what
play for
what
nothing.
we
Hey,
supposed
we're
to
gonna
If
do?
it ain't
check
It's
gonna
y'all.
our
play,
opinion.
Number
Our
two
no,
opinion
no.
all
defense, y'all
day.
remember
I
that?
hold on, hold
Oh,
on,
ho, ho,
Pat.
ho, 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 ho,
No,
ho. Number two defense, y'all remember that? Do
They
y'all
wasn't
remember
the number
that?
two defense.
it
They
wasn't
wasn't
Okay,
the number two
passing.
defense.
all
It
right.
wasn't passing.
It
It
wasn't the
I
number
wasn't
don't
two
want to hear that
defense.
overall.
number
It
shit.
wasn't passing. It wasn't passing you. The numbers wasn't. Know that because of the eye test. We know we wasn't the number two defense, but in passing we were. But overall, it made us the number two defense in the league
Yep.
Lord
See,
have mercy.
watch it.
because of
So,
the law of
Hey,
averages.
we're gonna be ranked 34.
oh come on, man. Hey, here's
I
a
mean, that's
That's
how
the
question,
they
man.
numbers.
acting.
Man.
So that defense you talking about that was
Asinine coach,
horrible,
asinine
right?
coaching staff last year, and we had the numbers
Yeah,
we had. But you supposed to get this guy to come in this year, and we go backwards. We look crazy. We
yeah,
sound
yeah.
stupid
That makes
to think
sense. That makes
we could be
sense,
a
We
right?
little
go
better.
backwards, right?
Huh?
Logically, we
That
go
Yeah,
makes
backwards.
sense.
yeah,
That makes
yeah.
Hey,
sense.
What
coaches
the
don't
hell?
matter, bro. No, they ain't did shit, bro. What the
Well,
hell they done? Coaches
coaches
don't matter,
Yeah,
bro.
matter.
yeah.
What are
It
you
don't
talking
Like
matter.
about?
I
Coaches
said,
don't matter. It don't matter
coaches
who you got as your
matter.
coach. Are
No.
y'all crazy? Coaching don't matter, man. We're gonna be
Because anybody
ranked
can do it,
34.
right? Because anybody can
Yeah.
do it. Because
Yeah.
anybody
Right,
can do it.
anybody
Yeah.
can be
Give
the
you a
coach.
whistle, get your tail on the sideline,
Leo, where you
Yeah.
stand
go,
there and yell
Leo?
a little bit,
Where you
and
go,
take it
Anybody can
back.
Leo?
do it.
Where you go,
And if you
Leo?
don't know it, figure it out.
Don't
Come
you
You better
on,
not
run,
come out
man.
Figure
in
it
the
out.
courts and said that I said that.
Hey,
You
don't
go
you
I'm
out there,
just
you
run,
got to
saying.
Leo.
play, you figure it out.
Overall,
According to
No,
overall,
somebody,
I'm trying to
college,
hear what
as long as you play in college and you make it to the NFL, nobody needs to coach you because you play,
You
little
should know it. You
league
should know it
and
all.
middle
That's
school,
ass
yeah,
backwards,
high
I'm
though.
getting out
school,
of
Logic,
this
Get your
shit
ass
logic.
here.
back.
You should know it all.
college.
Logic.
yeah,
Oh hell.
You should
yeah.
know it. And you should know it.
Why
Nobody
are we?
should coach you. Nobody should
Yeah,
No,
coach
you're
you,
a Pro
right?
Bowler.
you're
You
a professional.
you
Be a
already
pro.
you already know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
What are we talking
yeah.
about?
Hold
Rank
up.
34.
Is that same coaching that our tight end said nobody ain't teach him shit?
You
Is that
don't.
that
No,
same
no, no.
coach?
Yo,
They,
coaching don't matter, bro. Fuck that.
oh,
Hell, it don't
they
matter.
made the NFL, man. They don't need to be
Say,
coached.
oh,
I don't know.
is
I
that
don't know
the
why we
coaching
got
staff that was
websites for it. Why do we have
that,
websites for it? To
yeah,
look
I
this shit
know
up.
the same coaching staff that was full of nothing but college position coaches. Is that the same coaching
Uh,
staff?
I don't
gonna be
know
a
either.
Yeah.
nigga, huh? There
Oh,
you go.
I don't know what it is.
Gonna be a nigga.
I don't know what it is. These
bring
damn
your
web
Gonna
ass
be
pages,
a
back,
boy,
niggas
they
right
get
Leo.
paid
now.
all these
That's what we
dollars to
doing.
put up these numbers.
Bring
Hey,
That's what
we
we
your
just
ass
doing.
following the
back,
trend.
Leo.
We just following the trend, Q. Don't be mad at it. It's a trend right now.
This the
Let's
shit
stay
we
depressed.
doing now.
Let's stay depressed. All right. We're gonna suck. All right, next subject. What y'all want to talk about?
I want to talk about this. Ah, I'm just cooling off over here. Why y'all boy getting your blood pressure up? I ain't got
Bring
shit
Oh
else
your
no,
to
we
do.
ass
ain't.
back,
No.
Leo.
Me and Logic cooler than a polar bear toenail right now. We just give you the facts.
I don't know what that.
Coaching don't
Angry
matter.
Man already on
Coaching
angry
don't
level 2.
matter.
Hello.
Coaching don't matter, bro. As long as you hit it in
Hello.
that bowl, that's all that matters.
Yep.
They said my coach, Evero, is gonna make YGM comfortable.
Uh-oh.
It don't matter.
Uh-oh.
Is he a coach?
Nah.
Nah.
Coaching don't
Oh, it don't
matter.
matter
Say
then.
that
It don't
again.
matter.
Say that again.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. If this Joker can coach YGM into being a decent, I ain't say good, I said
Decent.
decent linebacker. Decent.
Oh, geez.
This boy
Go,
he need to be a head coach. He need to be
You
go.
a
ain't
head
lying.
Why?
coach.
Go. Why are you?
Up a
Hold on.
YGM $2 ass.
Go.
Decent.
Why are you believing in Evero, bruh?
I don't know, but if he
Why?
coach
Why?
this
Why are you? He
this
ain't did
sorry
nothing yet.
motherfucker into being decent, at least decent.
He ain't did nothing yet. Why are you believing in him? He ain't did nothing yet.
The motherfucker ain't do nothing yet, Pop.
That's what I'm saying. I agree. He ain't did nothing yet. Why are we believing what the fuck he can do with YGM? Or what he can do on the staff period? Or with any of these people?
Yeah, I know. It's
This
just
shit.
funny, don't you think?
Look at here, Pop. Give me 1 second.
Let's bring Steve
I
Wilkes back.
I'm
At least he
just
from the
telling y'all.
Carolinas, you know what I'm saying? At least I can have like regular conversations about like where he grew up. Do you remember them old neighborhoods? Shit like that.
Pop.
Yeah.
I'm
Pop.
telling you.
Pop. Pop.
Yes,
Cut the
sir. Yes, sir.
bullshit out. Now,
Huh?
enough is a damn enough. Y'all know
You just
good
take that.
goddamn well. Good and
Huh?
goddamn well. Y'all can you hear me clearly?
Go ahead,
I'm
you
trying
got
to,
it.
but I keep hearing bullshit
Go
every
ahead.
time you open your mouth.
Well, if you
Go ahead.
shut the hell up, you can hear what I'm saying.
Who said
God
this?
damn.
You
You know
starting to stink.
goddamn well
Doing all this negativity.
these Oh, so this what y'all gonna do. I'm gonna have to get y'all the fuck up out of here. Is that what I'm gonna have to do?
It's starting to
Do
stink.
you
Bring it
better
on,
not
chicken
do
nugget.
that? Not today. Don't
I'm
you
gonna have to
dare.
get y'all the fuck up out of here. That's what I'm gonna have to do. That's what I'm
It's
at.
starting to stink. It's starting to stink.
Oh, okay. I
Listen,
didn't think I would have had to toss y'all black asses. Now, like I was saying,
Whoa, pause. Hey,
wait a
yo.
minute. Whoa. Whoa.
here y'all go with the dumb shit.
The shit is starting to stink.
Ain't not
Hey,
a
yo.
damn motherfucker on this coaching staff named Brown, named Evero, coach shit. Not even McCown. So I get it. The hype shit is cool for the hype boys. Fanboys, y'all love them. But y'all got to understand one damn thing. These bitches ain't did a damn thing in the NFL yet. I'm waiting on Evero to get it together because I have yet to see
but he
Now
never
be
broke you
mindful when
down.
I say this. Be mindful when I say this. Be mindful when I say this. He is Caper's protege. He is Caper's golden boy. But we haven't seen this summer bitch come out here and actually do something worthwhile that equates to wins. Did they win in Denver? I'll wait. Did they win?
He didn't have
Did,
no
did,
offense in Denver. He didn't have
I
no
don't give
offense
a
in Denver.
flying fuck if they ain't had
Hold up.
shit.
He did his
What
job.
about us?
He
What
did
about
his
us last
job.
year? What
Come
about us
Oh,
on,
in
he
Q.
Denver?
did he
Q on
did
that
What
his
about us?
job, but
bullshit.
they turned around. But they
What
turned
about
around
us
and win
with
how
no
many games last year? How many win?
What
How many
about
punk
us?
ass
If
games
your
they
What
win?
about
offense,
us with
do
no
you realize how
offense?
bad that was? Don't act like you forgot how
What
bad
about the
those Steelers
Carolina
were, man.
Panthers with no offense?
Q, what you doing, man? Q, come on, bro. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing, bro? Nah. Q on something right there today, bro. Q, what you doing, man?
I ain't saying that. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all be great. Y'all boys think that Evero walk on water. Y'all think that
Q
the
on
best
that
No,
motherfucker
we
since
bullshit.
don't.
sliced bread.
No, we
Bullshit.
don't. All we saying is compared to what we seen these last couple of years, it feels good to get some people with some daggone knowledge of the game for
You
once.
say it feel good. Here we go with this shit
Listen,
here.
I don't feel right now. I don't feel like they're out there in practice drawing in the dirt. That's what they've been doing the last couple of years. Everybody
Why they
been
doing
playing,
logic? Why they been
in the
doing logic?
dirt, going over there to
God
concession
damn it.
stands, drinking smoothies,
God damn it.
getting tans. That's what they've been
That
doing.
ain't
Logic.
no
Mm-hmm.
Stop it, Logic. Stop it, Logic.
You know that's what they was
Now
doing,
you
Q.
know we had a
That man was
bullshit
getting.
ass crew up in here last year, so I can't even count them as a real coaching staff. I can't.
But that's my okay, but bro, that's my point. We got some people with some knowledge of the game. We got to at least
No,
feel
we
like,
don't.
hey, if we
He
No,
had
we
this
don't.
has
mess
knowledge,
Mm-mm.
but we
before,
don't know what he can do, Logic. We don't know.
we don't got we ain't got no evidence. So nothing. We didn't see anything last year with them.
The nigga
They just
didn't
threw this
win
man in
shit.
position.
Did he win anything over there in
Was
Denver?
he
Like
successful at
Logic
his
said,
job at
he did
quarterback?
his job.
What's your
Did he do
definition
his
of
job?
successful? What does that look like? What is the definition of successful for you right now? Because if you're saying 2 to 3 punk ass games or 4 punk ass
I ain't talking
games
about
is
games because at the end of
successful,
I ain't talking about games because at the end of the day, there are 3 levels to football. You got the
yes sir,
offense, defense, and special teams. If you
yes
do
sir.
your job and the other 2 don't do it, it's pretty hard to win.
So they didn't win at
Mm.
all because the offense wasn't shit and the special teams wasn't shit.
Do
That's
you
what you're
remember
telling me.
Sports Center? Do you remember Sports Center making fun of Russell Wilson? Do you remember
We
how
know
bad their offense
Russell
I
was?
do.
Wilson wasn't worth a fuck last year, but everybody else did their job.
I do.
And they
No.
had
Then
Do
you
young
you
just
guys.
proved
remember?
you just
Do
They
you
proved
remember
Logic's
them
point.
showing the on the
You just proved
sideline?
hold on, Logic. You just proved
Yeah.
Logic's point. You said everybody else did their job. That includes Evero.
Yes, sir.
Here
Yes,
we
sir.
go with this stupid
And they
shit.
had
Here we go.
a young receiving core that couldn't
You
catch a
said it.
cold.
I remember they receivers taking it on film, well on TV,
Mm-hmm.
taking their helmets off, throwing it on the ground in frustration, looking at them like they want to
Now,
swing on that dude.
how we gonna judge that offense last year when half of them bitches been hurt? Huh?
I,
How we gonna do
Like
that?
you said,
I'm
I don't give
saying,
a
but
fuck
you
if he
asked
ain't
me,
got
was
no
they
offense.
successful?
We don't
No,
give a
the
damn if he
answer
got
is
no
no.
offense. Did they have defense?
Oh Lord have mercy.
And where he coach? Defense.
This
And what
this
we
shit
need?
is
Defense.
outrageous, man. This shit
Mm-hmm.
is outrageous. Y'all haven't
Ain't no
seen
outrage.
not one goddamn game coach from this motherfucker in a black and blue uniform. And y'all already done throw the pom poms out for this. Y'all done gave the puss up.
We ain't
God
gave nothing. We
damn.
ain't gave nothing. You
We
getting
got
too
evidence.
far ahead.
Yep, that's it.
You getting too far ahead. All we saying is there ain't no reason to look at this and say, well, he gonna regress. Because of what we had the last couple of years, he gonna regress.
Logic.
He's gonna go
Logic.
worse.
Logic.
Yes. Yes.
Are you not tired of getting fucked?
Yes. That's why I'm excited. Because I feel like it's over. I feel like they at least gonna be polite before they take it this time. At least they're gonna
What?
ask.
Hello.
Is it okay?
They've been in your ass for 2.5 years now, and y'all, goddamn it, don't
Pause.
understand.
And some of
Oh,
Pause.
y'all still
Q.
stuck 2 years ago. Some of y'all still
Yeah,
stuck
Q,
there.
that's the other part. Cause what we grew up with, that's gone, brother. And listen, I'm hurt from it too. I still have nightmares. I wake up
I,
sometimes
I,
punching in the air, bro. It's okay. It's
I
okay.
got trust issues, Logic. I got trust issues. I can't trust this motherfucker. I can't trust these motherfuckers. I don't trust them.
Q, you know what? That part I can't be mad at you. You got the right to feel that way after everything you've been through.
Yeah.
So
You
I
don't want to
question
put your guard
everything
down.
they do
I got
now.
I'm the king of not trusting these motherfuckers. I am the king of not trusting. All I'm saying is the numbers is sitting there. The numbers ain't lying. I can be optimistic about a number, and that's all. I ain't crowned nobody. I ain't saying we getting ready to do this, running up and down the street with the pom pom. I ain't
No,
fanboying a motherfucking thing.
nobody
All
said
I'm
none of that.
saying is, yeah, all I'm saying is I sit there and listen to the numbers that Wiley presented with logical effort behind it, and it makes sense. That's it.
Go. I didn't tell you don't believe in them numbers. I didn't tell you that.
Well, the eye test is still there too, though, Q. The defense didn't look like no bums over there in Denver
So
last
so
year.
so so let me tell you how much this eye test bullshit is. You know
Go
goddamn
ahead.
well we need another cornerback. You know
I know.
motherfucker well they say we rank middle of the pack with this linebacker shit, and you know damn well Shaq Thompson ain't worth a fuck. Don't
Q,
tell me that you
hold on.
believe in another. I ain't. Hold on. I'm still going.
My bad. I ain't mean to
You
cut you
you
off. My bad.
you can't tell me you don't believe in a motherfucker opposite of Brian Burns right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that shit.
But see, strong scheme, though, strong scheming can mask some of those imperfect things that we got going on.
Oh Lord,
And I'm not
they
saying
done
that
And
we're
now,
gonna
got you,
beat
go.
the world.
They,
We're
not
not
only
gonna
that,
beat the
in a
world this
3-4 defense, you
year.
run more
I
safeties.
keep saying,
Yep.
so you mean
saying,
tell me
how many
Evero and
times I
Capers
tell you,
over here stroking on y'all too?
how many
That's
times
what
I
he
tell you,
doing now.
how many times I said 2.5 to 3 years, right? Every time anybody said it, 2.5, 3 years. I
You
didn't
can't
say
tell
we
me
win.
you ain't tired of getting fucked and you turn around
Look,
and believe in this shit here
shit.
sight unseen.
Come on now. Come on. Who said we were gonna beat the world
I
Q,
this
don't
year?
understand it. Y'all niggas got
Q,
your legs up in the air for this shit right now. I don't
Nobody
understand
said we're
this
going to
shit.
the Super Bowl. Nobody said we're going to the Super
God,
Bowl or nothing. We
nobody
said we're
said
going to be
that.
better.
Y'all out here
Man,
twerking for Evero right now.
we can't even be
We
better.
nope. We can't be better. We got to be bad. We got to be bad. We got to be
Exactly.
bad. We got to be bad.
Morgan
Mm.
Captain Mo said, how you gonna say Shaq ain't worth a fuck? I'll
Easy.
say it in
Cafe with fuck.
English, Spanish, what you need it in French? What you need it in Australian? El fucko shackle not worth a.
He's
God
number.
damn.
Hey, PFL say number 9.
I didn't tell you about them punk ass numbers, Wiley. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I can tell you that. I look
Wally
at this
know better than to tell
motherfucker
that
last
man
year.
that.
Okay,
So what you want to
since he
believe in,
number
Q?
9, why was people blowing past his ass last year in the run game? Tell me that, Wally. Please. Why he couldn't
Because
tackle last year?
I believe that our defensive line wasn't that good last year.
I don't
It's
want to hear
better
that
this year.
shit. Why can't Shaq wrap his arm around a motherfucker running by him?
All I know is this: in 2022, he was ranked
This
number
nigga dodged
13.
the goddamn question like I was
I'm not.
talking to ask about child
I'm not
support just
dodging.
now.
I'm not dodging that. In 2022, he was ranked number 21. In 2023, he's projected ranked number 9. I don't know how PFF come up with these numbers. I'm telling you that there's a lot more linebackers than 32, and he is ranked in the top half of that.
So
So
out
I'm
of every motherfucker in the league, they ain't had nobody else to go higher than Shaq.
no, they had 9. They had 9 other guys. I mean, 8 other guys go ahead of him.
8 other motherfuckers, and after Shaq, they didn't have nobody else that could slide in front of. Cause we know what Shaq is. We know what
Okay,
he is.
all right, okay.
Wiley, I don't. No. Bring your ass back here, Wiley. I'm trying to understand your numbers. Your numbers say Shaq has been worth a fuck. Please tell me how that is, and I look at this motherfucker.
That means you're not looking at all the other 32 teams. That's what I'm telling
Here we go with this
Mm.
smart shit. Here
you.
we go.
No, it's the,
Here we
it's
go
the
with this
truth.
smart shit.
I mean, it's the
Mm.
truth.
Got
I
to be
like
a
that,
smart
Wally.
ass.
I like that,
Come
Wally. Keep
on.
that up.
He had 130. No, the fuck he didn't. I'm talking solo tackles.
Hey, man, it is what it is. That
What
means
you
all the other.
mean?
That,
What's your opinion on the defense? What you saying?
My opinion on the defense?
Yeah, what you think we're gonna do?
Uh, I think we need more help. I think we need more bodies. I think we need more play at cornerback. I'm not relying upon Dante Jackson. and I'm not relying upon C.J. Henderson and Keith Taylor to go out there this year. I'm not. If y'all want to
Uh,
believe in them niggas and put them out there, then by all
So,
means.
so you don't believe in Von Bell. You don't believe in any of the
He
free
play
agents we
corner.
brought in.
He
Rowe,
play corner.
You don't
Rowe
believe in
does.
Rowe.
Von Bell
You
play
don't believe,
corner.
Rowe does.
huh?
You keep dodging the
I
question.
no no no. I know Rowe play corner, but is
Okay.
Rowe going to be a starter at that point?
Can he be?
He,
Yeah, sure. Why
he
not?
can be.
If somebody,
He can be.
yeah,
Here we go
he's
with the
he's
can shit.
he's got great value.
Here we
He's a
go with the
good
can
player.
shit.
Oh my God, bro!
He didn't do
Everybody,
nothing on this.
One
Golly,
thing you
everybody,
got
everybody's
to keep in
trash.
mind, Q. One thing you got
everybody
to keep
trash,
in
bro.
mind, Q. Listen, it's this ain't a 4-3 event, brother. So
What you say there, Logic?
Logic, something wrong with
Hello,
his phone. There's something wrong with Logic's phone.
howdy.
all
There you
right,
go. He come back.
listen. One thing, like you said, like the
Damn.
one thing you can understand, this gonna change. So instead of the outlook of that, normally being in the 4-3, it ain't gonna be that way no more, brother. You got a 3-4. You're gonna have more help
All
out
right.
there in the secondary.
Okay. All
It ain't
right.
gonna be. You gotta look at it that way. Listen. If there is ever a game where Keith Taylor and C.J. Henderson are both starting, then you can talk all the junk you want. I'm gonna shut my mouth. But I doubt that's happening.
Oh, Logic. If they
Cause
do,
listen, if
I'm
they do,
calling you out.
you
Front and goddamn center. So you
okay.
better pray to God they don't put them two niggas in the game.
You wrong
That's
for
all
this
I'm
one.
No,
saying.
no,
No,
now
no,
on
no,
that
no,
I'm
no,
banking
no,
on.
no.
I'm banking on. Now that I'm
Y'all tell
banking
me
on
these
Ray
niggas
John
not
Wright.
gonna play.
I'm banking on Ray John Wright to move up, and I'm banking on the other corner that we got,
Kobe Richardson.
Milton,
Oh, Milton.
yeah, or Richardson. I'm banking on them too. Yes, sir.
Hey, don't let me knock on your party. All I'm saying is I'm a scorned Panther fan. I have been bruised, beaten, and battered, and this is gonna take me a little bit longer now. That's all.
You need a
Yeah,
hug.
yeah.
I hope you get this shit out. I hope you get this shit out your system for game one.
hmm
I don't want to hear
Oh,
no negativity. You want straight shit talk.
all I'm saying, all I'm saying is I choose to
You ain't got nothing
believe
wrong.
now because I was believing in the coaching staff and shit like that before. Not
Which
rule
one?
them, not rule them. I was talking about before ruling all them. They let me down. Then I look around. That slick used car, dirty mouth salesman brought his ass up in here, and I
Mm-hmm.
could tell from the start that he wasn't worth a fuck. I
Mm-hmm.
said, "Well, let me sit back and see." It started off on a little 3 game skid, and I said, "Well, I'll be damned. We gonna stick our chests out about the Jets." Well, everybody around here, oh, the Panthers, oh, Sam Darnold, oh, the defense looked good. J.C. Horn lock it down one side of the field. Next thing you know, his ass get hurt, and that was all she wrote for the rest of the season.
I ain't say shit about the offense because I knew the offense was gonna be ass. All I could hang my hat on was the defense, and now I'm supposed to feel not to feel anything about the damn defense
This is
with a
this is
better coach.
ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
What you mean, Wally?
This is
He got a
ridiculous,
point,
man.
Wiley. He got a great point, Wiley. I mean, you got people that's hurt around here, man. So you're gonna have to show and prove. We got to see them W's.
All right.
We not just taking shit on face value no more around here. We got to see them W's.
That's all.
And you
Mo,
know what?
Captain
And
Mo, I'm gonna try to get my life together. I will.
look at this. Look at this too. Q. You
Huh?
can have the coach. You can have the coach set these guys up, put them in the right position, but they can't go out there and run the play for them. Because I can't tell you how many times I've seen players in the wrong gaps. I've seen the players making the wrong reads. So I'm starting to question the players' IQs that we have on the team. It may not just be coaching; it has to be the players too
But you
to
get
do
out there,
their
Nah,
you
job.
so
you you,
So
Hey,
now
you
they
got to get out
stupid.
there and prepare though.
Some
You
of them
got to get
are.
out there and prepare, Pop. Now you got to get
You,
out there
yeah,
and prepare though.
right.
You go out
Don't you
there and
say
prepare,
CJ
then you
stupid?
prepare.
Hmm.
Don't you
I
say
mean,
CJ stupid? Why
We
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 know
can't
once
have
that.
again,
CJ too?
y'all, we got numbers that prove that CJ stupid.
Yeah, yeah,
Some
we
of these
know.
other motherfuckers ain't took that damn test, but the
Man, that shit
numbers
got
say
you
that
lying.
CJ is a certified dummy. I can't put that shit out there. They put it out there.
I'm just
Excuse
saying,
the fuck out of me.
don't,
CJ is not my
don't,
quarterback.
don't doubt
Oh, you
that we ain't
talking
got
about
stupid people
Stroud,
on
not
defense
Henderson.
too.
Huh?
You talking about Stroud, not Henderson.
CJ
Yeah, Stroud.
Stroud. CJ is Henderson a jackass too.
Yeah, both CJ. Both
Yeah,
There's
CJ.
something about that
that's what
name
I'm saying.
CJ. They just can't get their life together.
Yeah,
But I'm
they
just
is
saying, you
cool.
don't think CJ
One
stupid?
that we got on our team.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
the
know
ones on
that
our
dummy.
team.
I know he's stupid. You
That's
can't
what I'm
tell
trying to
me.
tell. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These coaches can put them in the right position, and if they don't execute because they dumb, they got low IQ, it's still gonna come back on the coach. We got to figure
Or
how many dummies we got on the damn team.
we might have a team full of dummies. Ain't that something?
You might be right. They wear
Hey,
both
man.
helmets,
I ain't going for
a
that.
big one and a little one.
Hey, Jay Issue, I appreciate you because what y'all need to understand is, we're gonna win some games this year, but you gotta be cautious, man. You can't just sit down and not think this shit fully through. I don't know nobody who go get a house payment or a car payment and don't think about how to pay for the motherfucker. If you don't, they gonna line that bitch right back up to the road and take it right on back down the street. So I hope you got your shit together.
They lining it up how to pay
All
for
right,
it. They
well,
using educated,
guess
smart
I'll be
people
pulling for the offense
that
this year.
least
Last year was defense. This year be offense.
go out there and put some type of product on the field. I mean, they admitted that they were wrong with the other shit that they put out there. They admitted it. At least you got to give them something to give them that.
Hmm? I ain't gotta give him
I try to
shit.
rectify the situation with these guys. Ain't nobody crowning these guys. Ain't nobody saying that. I'm just looking at the numbers. Wiley
There you
presented
go.
the
There you
numbers.
go with them numbers. There you go with them. I done tell
Like,
you and Wally about them damn
how
numbers.
else, how else are you gonna gauge this thing? You tell me how else to gauge this
I
thing, and I'll tell
gauge
you
it
how.
with my fucking eyeballs. That's how I gauge the shit.
We said at some point they passed the eye test too.
2020. That's what I got on me. 2020 vision.
I don't know. Y'all boys hard. Y'all hard, man. Y'all hard to deal with. That's all I tell y'all hard, man. Y'all hard. I been hurt. We all been hurt. I want to see W's. I'm just like you. Show me W's, and I'll soften up a little bit.
I ain't. I ain't. Because it ain't no reason for us to let up off the gas. If we start getting W's, I ain't softening up shit.
Yeah.
I want wins. We done went so damn long, I forgot what it felt like to get a fucking winning season. Ain't that a damn shame?
Hey, and I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, brother, on that one now. Can we get over? Can we get? Damn, that's mediocrity. If I say, can we get at least 500? Damn. You see what I'm
Now we
saying?
Um,
gotta get 10 wins.
When the last time we been
um,
500, y'all? When the last time we been
ooh, it's
500?
been about 7 years, isn't it? 7 years?
Damn. It's a fucking shame. Make no motherfucking sense.
Yeah. Like I say, this is what's going on now. I
Make
mean,
no
we have
motherfucking sense.
settled and we've accepted anything from these niggas. They come in here, they can they know they're gonna get a check from Carolina if they don't do nothing else. They don't have to prove shit. They just come out here and bullshit us and fuck all of the fans around here. That's what they do. They fucking each and every one of us. They fucking you, they fucking me, they fucking Pop, they fucking everybody on this fucking live.
What I done tell you? What I told you? I've been fucked before. I'm not getting fucked again. I'm not getting fucked again. They got me. And I admit
Pause.
they got me. Ain't no pausing in that shit, Pop. It happened. It actually happened, bro. Ain't no pausing.
No, I didn't say that.
It
Oh,
actually
that was
fucking
funny.
happened. We all
Yeah,
got fucked.
I ain't say pause. Shit.
Yeah, we all got fucked. Ain't no pause in this shit. We all got fucked. We let that motherfucker from Nebraska come in there, use Costello the motherfucker, come in there and do it. He did it. He did it. He did it to the whole organization. Left this motherfucker freshly fucked.
Hey,
All the way
brother,
all the
what I don't understand with that man, what I do not get, is that he not only fooled them bastards into thinking that he had this 2-year plan that would be successful that he did at Temple and at Baylor, but in both colleges, he has conference in both of those. He didn't beat any of the powers in their conference in either
Uh-uh.
league. He was in
logic.
Baylor.
But
Baylor
logic,
plays
logic,
Texas. Baylor plays Oklahoma. Baylor plays Oklahoma State. He didn't beat any of them, brother.
Yo, what up, fellas?
logic. But what's going on,
Yo,
Hollywood?
yo.
Logic. But he
Go.
had
Yo,
the
You
yo,
gotta
go.
nerve.
pause, bro. You
This
gotta pause
nigga
that.
had the nerve to come back, logic, and say, "Y'all owe me some money."
And the way I see it, this bitch robbed us out of how much money?
Yeah, but that's
$65 million.
uh,
Because they owed him
you not
70.
understanding. This motherfucker called us back and said, y'all owe me some money.
The
If that ain't some
audacity.
pimp shit, the
Yeah.
audacity is something, dude.
Hey, not to mention he at a college right now, supposed to be focused on recruiting, supposed to be focused on this upcoming season, being in the league he's in, and this mother got the time. He swore he got the time to get on social media or to go to do interviews and talk about the Carolina Panthers.
And talk
Hmm.
about he was in a purifying fire over here.
And we picked on his kids.
What the fuck? What the absolute fuck?
Oh, boy, that's funny.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you, son. Boy, when I see this nigga, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all just don't understand. I'm telling you. Hollywood,
Yo,
talk to me.
yo, man, go. First thing I'm gonna tell you is big pause on when you make statements like that, bro.
I
You
told
gotta
you there ain't
pause
no
it.
fault.
Nah, you gotta
You
pause
got
that,
fucked,
bro.
Hollywood. You might not want to admit it, but you got fucked. You call
Man,
yourself a Panther fan. I know your black ass is on podcast damn near every day. You got fucked, Hollywood. You don't want to admit it, but you got fucked.
Pause.
This shit is funny.
Tell him one more time, Bill.
He got fucked.
Pause.
You understand?
Keep that
He
ass
got
up.
fucked.
Oh,
Oh, man.
oh, Lord.
Man. Said Rules treated us like the booty warrior, didn't he? He liked it
Yeah.
and he won it.
All
Yeah.
day.
He
All
around here
day.
taking ass.
He took it.
Taking ass every time you see him.
He took
And he
it.
ain't one minute. So you better get right with yourself first before you come telling me what happened to me. I'm telling you what happened to me. I know what happened to me.
Mm, 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 mm.
Go ahead,
Man, when
Hollywood.
did, mm, mm, mm.
Hollywood, you
Go
still
ahead.
there?
What happened?
He in
You
I think
shock.
he
crying?
gone.
Is you crying? Is he in shock? Is you
He
crying? I hate to tell you. It happened, bro. It happened.
Halloween
Shit.
need a
he,
hug.
he,
Yeah. Yeah.
he
Don't be
reassessing
in
his
the
whole
corner
life.
like you in the shower trying to wash that shit off. It happened, Hollywood.
How you gonna wash off getting fucked?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like that.
Pause.
Like he in a
How
field
you gonna wash
position or
that
something.
shit off?
Yeah.
Get that
Like he
pussy
sitting there.
out of here.
Yeah.
Man, like that shit lotion, it just gonna wash off.
Yeah.
No, it ain't.
You ain't got enough Irish Spring, Ivory, any damn thing to wash that shit off, Hollywood.
Well, y'all
Yeah,
here.
well, we trying to wash off the PTSD the best way we can. You know, the only way to do that is to stay positive.
Yeah.
Hmm?
That's all I can say about it.
I can't make no promises, Pop. I'm just feeling like, as a Panther fan, I'm just on the edge, man. I have been so close to jumping. I'm on the edge, brother. I
Yeah,
can't
you
take
gonna jump
another
on the
losing season.
Jaguars back? I'm just telling you, bro. Like
I
I'm,
can't
I'm, a,
take
fir-
another losing season, Pop.
I'm
I
a
can't
firm
take
believer,
it.
bro. If you stay positive, positive things will happen. Firm believer in
I've
that
been
shit.
positive for
Yes,
five
sir.
years,
Same
Pop.
here.
I don't want to hear
There
that
was
shit, Pop.
hold on, bro. There was no, bro. I I didn't know you at the time, but there was nothing for me to be positive when Matt Rule came here. Nothing,
Right.
nothing.
Right.
I didn't buy no memorabilia for 2 years and a half.
Right.
Because when he walked in the door, I said, "Oh hell no, they got somebody with no experience. We
Pop,
fucked. I knew we were. I knew we were.
Pop.
I knew we were.
I went from Steve Smith, Musa Muhammad, Julius Peppers,
I
Mike
know.
Minter, Chris
I know.
Gamble, Brinson
Mm-hmm.
Buckner, Mike Rucker, Luke Kuechly.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. I have went from the pinnacle of Panther football to me sitting here hoping and wishing and praying that I could just get a punk ass quarterback to come out here and make a fucking pass.
Yeah.
That's the
That's just how
Yeah.
problem.
bad it is.
We
We should have
hired the
known
wrong
better.
person. I knew it off
Yeah.
gate, off rip.
We should have
When he
known
was supposed to be
better.
doing a rebuilding, he was actually
Yeah.
just blowing
Pop,
shit up. He wasn't putting nothing back
pop.
into it.
We
You just
couldn't
said
even
it.
get first downs throwing last year. We couldn't get first
I know.
downs.
But you
I
said it. You
know.
said it. Who's out the door? Luke out the door. Cam out the door. Thomas Davis
Yeah.
out the door. Greg out the door.
Yep.
Hmm.
2 years later, McCaffrey out the door.
Yeah.
The day Luke
You
Kuechly
already
retired,
You're right.
I shed a
y'all
tear.
trying to say y'all didn't
I
get
shed a
fucked.
goddamn
Come this
tear.
door here, he gets squared
Y'all
away.
trying to say we didn't get fucked. Come on, man.
That shit hurt my soul when I saw Luke sat there and say
But
he had to go because of his body. I said
Look,
then the Panthers ain't gonna never be the same. I said
Luke
that
had to
shit.
go because he
Not for a
seen the
while
writing on
anyway.
the wall. Luke seen it.
When
Luke seen it.
when Greg Olsen decided to not stay, I knew right then. I said, "Oh yeah, it's a wrap. He don't want to be around his bum ass coach." I knew it, and I knew it was gonna be once one went, two more gonna go. It was him, Cam, Luke, bring Cam back. Bruh, I already knew what was about to happen. They had to blow this whole shit up, but I was prepared because I knew the coach that we brought in weren't shit.
yeah.
Pop. I sat down and I watched Thomas Davis go to another team to finish his career off. I had
Right,
to sit down and watch that. I
right.
had to
I know.
watch them trade Trey Turner for Cameron Irvin.
Lord have mercy. And
Hmm.
what the other
I
motherfucker name, the white boy, F Pat fucking F
F
line.
line. Yep.
You walk
Listen.
Oh,
all pro Pro
Who
Bowlers
years?
out the door and you replace them
hmm
with these motherfuckers.
Listen. I don't remember
I was.
what exact season one might have been 2 years before Cam left. But there was a time where I don't know if it was a part of the season or off season. I just had this sickening feeling like, please don't let us miss the grand opportunities with this once in a lifetime generational talent. Please don't let it go by the wayside. Please don't let it be that the Carolina Panthers had this guy and we dropped the ball. Because like every other
Mhm.
NFL team, when they got a special player, they usually do their due diligence and put people around them. And I kept saying Carolina
Mhm.
ain't gonna do that to him, not Cam. And not long after that, the man was out the door. But
Lord
Yep.
have
I ain't been
mercy.
over that sick. I ain't been over that since. Because
Yep.
all
That
I
might
got to
have been
think
the
about
hardest
is
thing to
what
get
if.
over.
You got to think about is what if. What if we come
Yep.
right by him? What if he didn't get
They
hurt
di-
and then,
they didn't care
man,
about Cam, and
no.
they probably didn't care about a lot of other players too. They cared about
Of
their
course.
career.
Yeah,
So
of
now
course.
I am happy because I feel like we have started over on the right foot. So that's why I'm
There
not
you
as
go.
negative or disappointed because these guys. I'm not worried about winning the Super Bowl this year.
No.
I do want to see competitive football. I do want to see what the scheme gonna look like. Are we
Competent
gonna be
football.
dangerous? Yeah,
Yes.
competent football. That's what I'm excited about seeing. All the accolades and numbers and breaking records that can come later. I'll
Mm-hmm.
talk about that in year two, going on year three. But the first year, I'm so glad we don't have none of those people in the office in the building no more. That's what I'm celebrating for, and I'm gonna keep celebrating it
Yeah.
because I know we have some competent people in the building.
I'm just hurt, Pop.
And hmm
I'm just hurt, man. I'm just trying to get my
Hey,
life
look,
together, Pop.
I left my foot in the sand right beside you.
I ain't
Every
beside
time
this
I
bullpen.
look at Green Bay, every time I look at Tom Brady winning championships over championships, why that can't be us? Why can't
Hey,
that
what?
be?
The only thing that happened with Green Bay though, they kind of did the same thing we did. They just got away with it because they didn't put people around Aaron like he wanted to. He just was that good. He made it work. Remember, there was years he kept complaining about. I ain't. He
Mm-hmm.
need this and he need that. First round,
Well,
first round, first round, first round. And he made it work. But most of the time, look at the NFL. You can go if you start just going from franchise to franchise. Other than a couple that just can't get it together, majority of them when they get that one guy that's like, dang, this dude is really good. They don't hesitate to put people around them. Why is it that Ron Rivera thought it was cool to just, hey, I'm gonna just keep adding the defense. Let Cam figure it out on his own. We got a
there you
couple
go.
running backs.
There you go.
What you
There you
can't
go.
do? Listen, I know
Like
they don't talk. Yes, sir.
We'll add a tall
I,
ass no catching receiver.
I think I'm gonna be real with you. I think
Yeah.
Ron was ignorant to the fact of what he had. I don't even think he realized Cam was that good. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think he had a clue at all? Like he
You
he
you remember when Cam broke out in his first year? The first thing he said, Cam never showed that in practice. Damn, where this came
wow
from? You remember he said that in the first two
wow
400
yeah
games?
yeah yeah God almighty
I
But
don't
he
God
just
think
looked
that
almighty.
done.
I don't think he ever put or took into account that Cam could be that actual good of a thrower. I think he thought he had a running style quarterback, and he figured he would run the ball and play defense and just go out there and compete. I think that's what this
Listen,
dumbass nigga
listen.
thought.
The college film.
You did, Logic?
He fell
Yeah.
off.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, listen. That college film should have told him that wasn't the case. The man didn't just run all the dang time. His numbers was great in college. I mean, he carried that team just like he carried. You know what? Now that you think about it, that's the reason he didn't get nobody around him on offense because he proved in college that he could carry a team and not have anybody around as far as the offensive side of the ball. Because that's exactly what he
Mhm.
did at Auburn. He didn't have nobody there. They said on that Auburn squad, they said there was no but one person, which was one or two people on the entire football team that made it to the NFL, and only four. I think that one person might have had four actual snaps in the league. Everybody else did not make it. They went in business, they went in banking or whatever case. Cam was the only guy on that entire championship squad that made it to the next level. You can't tell me he didn't do it on his own.
And
Yeah,
people know
I believe it.
anybody that seen that shit,
100%.
man, seen that he won that game damn near single handedly.
Yes, he went through the whole season like that, man. That's insane. His leading receiver was a backup quarterback.
Pop. I mean, Logic. It's one of them things where I sit here sometimes and often just think, what if we actually got this shit straight? What if
Yeah,
we actually gave our guy what he deserved?
Two
How
Super
many
Bowls,
Lombardis could we have at one time,
two of
man?
them, at least two
we
of
got
them,
at least
at
two.
least
At
two of
least two.
them, at
Yep.
least two.
We should have had at least two.
Oh,
Man.
That that
this
that,
shit hurts,
that
man.
15 season, and then I think the 17 season.
Yeah, oh,
Cause
17, he was on fire.
we caught fire, yeah, right there at the
Yeah,
end. We
yeah.
caught fire
And then
right
that
at the end.
and then that dang on sucker from Pittsburgh changed the whole trajectory of this dang franchise.
Yeah.
What?
Call it. Yes.
So yep.
Hey, what y'all
But
think if he would have had Chud though? More than just the little years he had him. What if you think he would have had him in OC for more years?
he had him killing him. He had him
Oh,
killing
we'd
him.
have been killing the league.
Good God Almighty, boy.
We said that Saturday. If Ron would have came back and hired that man back after he got fired
Hmm.
in Cleveland,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
under the
telling you
Man.
firm
right now.
belief we would have win under Chud, bro. Chud, I don't know where he at. I don't know if you're listening right now, Chud, but you are my favorite offensive coach. for the Panthers all time. Your
Yeah.
favorite
Oh yeah.
you my favorite offensive coordinator, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was
But
phenomenal what
fellas,
they came out and did.
we're going on 3 hours.
Good God,
We're
everybody.
going
There you go.
we're gonna wrap it up. Carolina Logic, give me some closing arguments.
Listen, man. You may not feel like things has changed. You may have a feeling that things are the old way they used to be. We still in the old regime. But I'm here to tell you, the sun's a little brighter on this side of Carolina. It's gonna be all right in the long run. Just be patient and understand that coaching matters.
No doubt. What's the coaching matter?
Look
Hey,
at,
Wiley, tell me something, Wiley. Tell me something, Wiley. Bring it from
hey,
Germany on me.
hey man, all I'm saying is the numbers don't lie. Either one, two things. If the numbers are trash, that means the whole league is trash. One of the two things got to be true. So I understand Q's position. If I had got the bent over as much as Q has, I would feel the same way.
Well, I'll be damned.
But what you talking about, Wiley? You the Oracle. Keep bringing them numbers. Keep telling them niggas the stats. They gonna dispute it all day long. You know what I'm saying? They gonna
Yep,
dispute it. They gonna dispute it. But it's right there in black and white, bruh.
you
Cause
can't
they
argue with
want
it.
to spin it they way. They want to say, PFL, this and that. Well, what is the stat line? Where do we look? How do we see this thing?
And then we
You
look
can't get
better than what
numbers
they
in the
think
eye
we
test.
are.
It's just a wrap. What do we
Yeah,
go back? What do we
yeah,
go back?
something.
God damn it. Popping.
All right, brother.
Talk to me.
I ain't got much to say beyond what you, man. Just stay positive, y'all. We're trending the right way.
No
It's gonna
doubt.
be all right.
Q, what it look like?
Oh man, look, the word of the day is don't give up. No matter how much these boys burn your ass, I say don't give up. No matter how much they take the fandom up out of your ass, please don't give up. I have sat through and I've seen it all, and I'm not gonna let it go. Now, I understand what Wiley's saying. I understand what Goat's saying. But at the end of the day, my heart says no matter how much they torment me every year, I'm here for it. I just don't understand. This is a battered relationship, and I still love them.
Hey, man. One thing we going to do with these Black Panther podcasts, we going to stop the capping. we going to stop the fanboy. And we going to bring you nothing but them facts. We going to hold their feet to the fire. We ain't crowning nobody over this motherfucker. Because we ain't scared of you motherfuckers. And y'all can believe that. I'm out of here, man. Gone.
Keep pounding.